Recording in progress. to the business. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I got the light shining, come get it. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I see the people trying to bring them with me. We got a light, tell them come and get it. Yeah. Walk, 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 walk. I walk, 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 walk. We walk. Whoa, I was chasing my glory, then fell asleep. Woke me up and told me to go feed the sheep. Send me deep in the streets just to bring them peace. Yeah, we be where them blickies be busting, where they end your life with no discussion. But as soon as they see the light rushing, they know that the Lord walking with us, no bluffing. People say that I'm fake, I'm like, okay. Do you walk in the light or you throw shade? 1 more sex on my skin, I got no shame. We was preaching about Jesus before fame. Get it? Did that. On my side, yeah, he been that. That's the devil where my sins at. On the cross, cause he pinned that. Big throne where he sits at. That hit him, then he hit back. Resurrected, yeah, that's big facts. Told us hold it down till he get back. Get back to the business. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I got the light shining, come get it. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. I feel the spirit moving through the city.
Yeah.
We got a light, tell him come and get it. Yeah, walk with me. Step in the scene with the fly, had to keep it so steady, don't fall for the fast, had to cut out the session, he got in a crop. Hold up, spiritual weapons when miracles happen, I'm never surprised cause it got. Ain't serving no Hannah Montana, ain't switching my better like David, we swinging a rock. We kicking this beat.
Okay.
Even if it means
Welcome in. Welcome in.
My soul still breathing, speak through me. Yeah.
Yeah. How we doing, chat? How we doing? Welcome in. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. Happy Monday. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Good to see you guys. W's in the chat if you're ready for a big week. If not, then, don't hit the W. But if you are, hit the W, man. Hit the W. Hit the W. You ready? All right. Well, welcome in. Good to see you guys. Good to see y'all. Let's get the party started here. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Yeah. We wrong. All right. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. We are back, baby. We are back. Another New York live stream here. Time to eat. Time to eat. Let's get to it. Let me just get myself organized. Who do we got here today? Yanosh. Yanosh is in the house. What up, Z Gamer? What up, Jeff? Kings Plays in the building. Crypto Don is here. Sim Z in the house. Stevie Mac Attack. What up, Luffy? What up, Banty? Only Bands in the house. What up, Only Bands? What up, Nemo? What's good? What's good? Jaden, what's poppin', man? What's up, Kelvin? Jimmy Crypto in the house. What up, Surge? PM Magnifico in the building. What's poppin'? Clubhouse, how we feeling? How we feeling? Mason in the house. Badio Life, Mr. BTC in the house. Who else we got here? Bands counted up in the building. DJ Scratches, what up, Drew? What's good? What's good? Holy, we spinning. Tatiana in the house. What's good? Nate G in the building. What up, Zyper? Sunboy Comedy in the house. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? JDZ, I see you, brother. I see you. Energy in the building. What's up, Damien? What up, Yogi? We got the whole squad here. Is this not a family or what? Man, these guys, these other traders, I feel bad because they got these communities and whatnot, and they're by the thousands and the thousands, but there ain't none of this, man. There ain't none of this. There ain't no family part aspect to it all. Yes, sir. But we here, man. We here to raise each other's energy, to raise each other's vibration, to sharpen each other, and it's a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing. Oh, Stephen B is in the building. What's poppin'? Stephen BBQ. Stephen BBQ. What's good? What's good? What up, Conrad? Good evening, Elk. All the way on the other side of the world. All right. I think we're good. Yeah. Christian, what's poppin', man? Jessica Lake in the house. What up, Jessica? All right. Showtime, baby. What's up, noobs? Let's go do this. Let me just give me one sec. Okay, cool. Welcome in, gang. Welcome in. It is Monday. We are back. Hero of the day is in the house. All right, now we can start. But anyways, I just want to welcome you all in. Good to see y'all. It's good to be back at the desk. We got, oh my God, that music was blasting. My bad. Welcome back, though. Welcome back. And it is August 25th here, so it's going to be another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, to be disciplined, to get after it here in these markets. So let me go ahead and pray real quick, and then we shall begin our voyage here today, okay? Let's do it. Well, Father God, we thank you for this opportunity to be together, Lord. We thank you for all the work that you're doing, all the blessings that are just falling down on us, Lord. Whether they come in the form of a blessing or a blessing, it's all the same in one. So we're just grateful for it all. We're thankful for it all. We look back and we're just grateful for every single moment in our life, Lord. I thank you for putting this group together. I thank you for promising us, Lord, that the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. So, Lord, we just ask that you would bring more workers, continue to expand our brand, continue to allow us to reach even more people, Lord, as a city on a hill, as hope for the future, Lord, and bring them in here so we can impact them, enlighten them, and send them on their way, God. We thank you for what you're doing here, the work that you're doing, and we just ask that you continue to bless this ground here that is built on foundation. We just ask that you would continue to give us the vision and everything that we need to accomplish it, Lord. We thank you that all good things come from above, and we just give you the glory here publicly in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's rock and roll here. Let's do it. Let's close this month out strong. Who's ready? Who's ready to close strong? It's been a great month. It's been a great month here so far. Looking pretty good all around. So let's see how we can close up shop here in August, and then we will see August again in 2026. So last week here, let's stay consistent, let's stay persistent, and let's continue to act as 8-figure traders here. All right. So anyway, let's talk about today. Today again is Monday. It is the 25th day of August. Again, creeping on the tail end of August here, and we've been doing very, very well here. So let's just open up the news. Let's get a little lay of the land here and see what we can expect this week. So again, today is Monday here. It doesn't look like we have much going on. A couple little yellow folders in store for us, but that's about it. Tuesday, you come on down here, which is going to be tomorrow, the 26th. We've really got nothing either, just core durable goods, which isn't anything too crazy. So we shouldn't see too much volatility if we kind of move down towards Wednesday here. Again, no red folder news, right? Just crude oil inventory. So very, very similar to last week, right? We kind of started off with basically no news whatsoever, and then the red folders began to come in on Thursday. So Thursday again, 8:30, you'll have the prelims. You'll also have unemployment claims, and then we're obviously going to be in the news for the majority of the day there. And then Friday is our last day here, and again, 8:30 news, red folder. So Thursday and Friday will be the bigger red folder news days this week. Do we have? No, I thought Powell was speaking again this week, but I don't see it here, so maybe not. But then there will be more news at 10 a.m. On Friday, we're all over the place here, right? From 8:30 on, you'll see the U.S. dollar just consume the news. So that's pretty much it. How come the title is video is Friday? I don't know. I mean, it's probably Friday. You know, the name of the days are a scam. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff here today, but hey, the days aren't real. Don't worry about the days. Today, every day's Friday, brother. Every day's Friday. So anyway, let's jump into it here. That's a bit of the news. Let's jump into the charts. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis, and let's see how we can plan our day here today. Y'all ready? If you guys can, give the stream a like for me, sub to the channel, and let's get it started. What up, Sandman? Good to see you, bro. Sandman, is it not Friday? Every day's Friday, brother. Every day's Friday when you're patient and disciplined and you don't act like a newbie at the desk and you make a whole bunch of money and you just enjoy life. You know, you just forget what days are which. You don't know if it's Monday or Wednesday or Friday, or the only reason I know it's not the weekend is because, you know, we're here. So So anyway, let's get into it here. Let's talk about gold. This is gold on the daily time frame. So it looks like Friday's candle, which was this one. So yeah, today is Monday. That's right. But Friday's candle, it looks like we did end up closing very, very strong bullish here. So very interesting. We broke the lows early Friday and then just started pumping, right? Pumping back up. You broke these highs, kind of had like this daily celery play going on here, right? At the break of the highs, and price just continued up. We moved up. We filled the wicks here to the left-hand side at 34.20, and now we are, where we are here. So let's take a look at where are we. We are closing above the range here on the daily time frame. So there is very, very clean traffic coming on up. So if this daily candle does break the highs here today, then we should see a bit of a move up, right, on this daily candle. I want to say something here, though. It is Monday, so I have seen a lot of times on Mondays where price will actually just wick up, right? So we'll actually flip bullish, we'll wick up, and then we won't really make much of a move here. Although it seems like there could be a massive move today. There definitely could be, but most likely won't happen today. So I'll be prepared for it if it does happen. But overall, I'm interested to see like how we do when we flip on the daily. Remember, we talked about how we were very interested about seeing how this candle reacted when it broke the lows on Friday, and we stayed in the hunt. We watched, we waited, we anticipated it to not push further, and it didn't, right? And that's where we caught our buys there on Friday, and we walked away with some money there. So let's see what happens on this daily candle. There's no top wick yet, but all in all, technically I'm going to be bullish here, but I am open for potential sells as well. So let's go ahead and look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour is starting to move back up here. So we broke the highs a little earlier. We pushed up. This candle here has no top wick on it. So obviously we are very, very bullish, right? Because I mean, look at these 4-hour candles right here, right, from last week. So prices actually came down. We've created support, not the strongest one, and now we're trying to move our way back up here. So one thing I do like is you have a low, you have a high, you have a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and prices in a way trending, right, from a candlestick perspective here. So want to see why we're rejecting though. You see this? We're rejecting here. Let's go down on the 1-hour chart and see what is the problem over there. So okay, cool. So 1 hour has a resistance here. It's a bit choppy, not going to lie. This isn't the greatest price action above 41 here. So this could be, believe it or not, where we can get some sort of a fake out for price to move back down, right? We also have a support sitting at 34.07 here, and this is pretty much our range that we're sitting in. So we did close above, right? There's not the cleanest ranges to the left, a little choppy in my opinion, and we have NY open here. So do we get a fake out, right, for price to continue moving back down? Let's kind of see about that here. So 30-minute time frame is obviously still going to be open as well. There's no bottom wick. Again, as you look above 34.14, you're going to just see just a mess here, right? So really not even that interested in buys. I am actually interested in these potential, believe it or not, sells, right? So like I see here that we could potentially fake out on the 30-minute time frame, give a fake out sitting right here, daily candle not flip bullish today, right, and end up moving back down with the 4-hour chart, right? Because the 4-hour looks like it actually wants to potentially start to move down, right, if we start breaking through the lows. So we'll see if we can anticipate that from here. If not, we'll just hang tight and wait. So ideally 15-minute celery, 30-minute fake out would actually be pretty clean here to come back into 34.09. If not, then what I would do is I would just hang tight. I'd wait for a brand new support here, right, and then look for a 15-minute closure below support, right, something like this, where we can now look to take these like kind of like mini range to sell ideas where you get a nice little closure. You have all the way down back into the range here. If price can hang tight near 34.14, then we'll have enough room to come down for those sells and then kind of, get out of there and see how price reacts at the bottom of the range. But we could have a nice little Monday range game going here. It is a tradable range, so I am open to trading it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens come 8:30. Just hang tight. I think 30-minute celeries, right, on the bullish idea are okay. I think closures below a 15-minute support are probably, you know, even better here. Yeah, so I'm very curious to see what we're going to do on the 4 hour as we approach this area right here, right? As we're in it now, do we get a push back down out of 34.14 like we've gotten all these times here, right? Push back down, push back down, push back down here. So everyone in their mama is looking for buys here today. And again, I'm open for buys as well, but you know, you got to sometimes look and see what most aren't seeing here today. So that is my idea for today's session. We'll see what happens at 8:30. We got about 10 minutes, and then we'll go from there. Cool? Cool. Yes, Ken. Yeah, like a 15-minute fake out would be perfect. Yeah, 30-minute fake out, 15-minute range to sell. Yep, looks good. Looks clean. So may have a little bit of a different bias from some of you guys today, just because, you know, a little bit of chart time going into today's bias here. So we'll see how we do, and we'll come 8:30, and then we'll take our moves from there. So yeah, nice little targets down here at 34.07. I do want to see the 4 hour candle. Yeah, that's going to break through the 4 hour lows there. So any sort of closures below 07 are going to be the best sells of the day here. So don't know if we'll get it. We may want to hang out in this range here the entire Monday, but if you do get it, then yeah, that's going to be super clean. So that's it. I think I seen some of you guys took some sells last night, maybe somewhere around here. Good job. I seen some stuff going on in the Discord. So W, off to a good start here. 30-minute close back in the range. It could be a fake out. Yeah, it could be. But we got to wait for that candle to close first, and then we go from there. Bam. Sells. Yeah, I mean, the buys could still play out too, but just not as good price action, right? And if I'm gonna invest $1,000 here today to bet, I'm not betting on that, right? I mean, y'all could do that, but me, I rather bet on something that looks much cleaner, even if the buys played out more so like this, right? Let's say we miss this move, we come down, we create all that clean range. I'd rather take my buys somewhere down here, right, for price to continue moving up. That's where I'd invest or at least risk $1,000, right? I don't want to risk $1,000 up here just to get into a trade today. So you got to really understand, gang, did you come here today to make money, or did you come here today to trade, right? Two different things. If you came here today to trade, you'll be trading probably 5 or 6 trades today. If you came here to make money, you're going to act like a sniper, and when that opportunity comes, you fire away, get your bag, and then get going. Louis G in the house. What's good, Louis G? Happy Monday, brother. Happy Monday. What's up, Allison? That's good. Missed you guys in the clubhouse. You know, I know we only really go one day, which is like Sunday, but damn, feels like a long time. Yeah. Yes, days of the week are scams. Yeah, Mondays, Tuesdays. Those are meant for peasants, for mediocre, for average people. Hours, years, all of it, gang. All of it. All right, let's take a look at ES. We'll take a look at S&P 500 here. Let's delete some things. Let's go up to the daily and let's talk about it. So looks like the daily did pop all the way back up, right? All the way back up towards the highs here. Very interesting. Had a feeling that would happen after just a nice clean move down. Looks like you got a fake out here on the daily time frame. As you can see, this candle closed below the range, right? And then the next candle closed back above. So we'll see what we do now. We're back in these all-time highs. We're trying to push down here. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Keep in mind the daily's engulfed, but it's kind of closed right at a resistance here. So let's see the 4 hour. 4 hour is starting to move down here. You don't really have much of a bottom wick on any of these candles, right? This one here, a top wick on this one here, none of them, right? So pretty interesting there. We're starting to just kind of come on down. Let's see what happens as we get right into that support level down there, or maybe even right here, right? Because we noticed that a couple times we created support. We also rejected out of here, right? We created support. So pretty curious to see what we do around like 34.62 here. Let's take a look at that means anything on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, pretty strong support here on the 1 hour. May move it down a little bit just so we don't get like faked out here, right? There could be an extra little push. It is NY open. We did break the lows, but we're not moving down just yet. So let's see how we do on the rest of this 30-minute candle here. But if you break those lows and you close back above, there's a very high chance that we continue popping back up to give that 4-hour candle a top wick now. So I would be interested in the buys. It's a pretty decent range here for ES today as well, about 50 pips. So let's move along to the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute has a little bit of rejection out of this support. We also have resistance here. It gets a little choppy here on the 30-minute. So if we do get the closures, we got to take these trades with volume because we do have a little minor resistance here. But then ultimately, if price wants to go, we should make our way up towards like 82 up there today. So let's see, could the 4-hour candles pull back, right? This one again has no top wick on it. So if we can get that 4-hour candle to flip, you'll most likely have a nice rejection out of that zone there, and price can potentially move up like that, right? Nice rejection out of the 4-hour candle. So we'll see what happens. We'll peak back at ES here probably around like 9 a.m. ish. So we'll see what happens. We'll give ES an extra like half hour, 45 minutes, and then we'll get back to it. So cool. So we'll see if gold wants to remain above here. There's 5 minutes left on the candle. We'll see how we do. Potential 15 celery, 30 fake out coming up. So we'll see what happens. Yes. Hey, Kingston's here. Hello, buddy. Did you have a good sleep, my man? Uh-huh. What up, Sparrow? What's good? Volume NY open to break through the mess. Which mess? On gold or ES? It could. I just don't know if I'm down to bet my $1,000 on it. Lee, what's good? All right. Let's see. Fire webinar this past Saturday. Fired up, ready to become an 8-figure trader. Let's go, Austin. Great webinar. If you guys aren't in the clubhouse, man, what are you guys doing? I really, if you want to go to the next level and you're not in the clubhouse, you're just kidding yourself a little bit, especially if you can get in. You know, there's people out there that legit cannot get in, but some of y'all, man, I don't know. I can't relate. If I want to get somewhere in life, I need to find people who are in that area moving and grooving, and I'm getting with them ASAP. Ain't got no time to waste. Out here. Especially if I still had a full-time job. Absolutely. Trying to get free as soon as possible. Do you think about A+ setups? Yes. In my sleep, I think about A+ setups. Bigger issues, this previous candle has no bottom wick either. Yeah, pretty much no bottom wicks here today. No bottom wicks right now. Is the new webinar up yet? Got to take some time. I think it's either, I'm not too sure. I got to look. Yeah, go check it out. See if it's up. If not, it'll definitely be up today. Fire webinar. We went back to technicals. Yeah, I think we did what? We went from a trade review to a like a psychological mental performance webinar, and then we just got back to it. So yeah, it was good webinar. I always love talking price action. Always. Actually, I looked down at the clock and we usually run these webinars for about an hour, and I looked down at the clock and we were like an hour and 12 minutes in. I'm like, whoa. So I love talking price action. Time flies when you're having fun. Hero of the day. When you coming back, man? Guys out here traveling the world now. Just left us. Yo, Alex in the house. What up, Alex? Good to see you, man. Of course, bro. Of course. Big W, brother. Big W. Oh, glad I finally made it. Join the monitor. Nice. Welcome in. Welcome in, my friend. Yeah, it will be a W decision. Yes, as long as you are a W, it will be a W decision because, you know, it's just such an environment for growth, right? So if you want to win, man, you know, being in the clubhouse, there's like almost no excuse after that on why you can't win. You know, at the highest levels, we're doing our best to make it the best possible, most simplistic type of approach to the markets, and a lot of people are getting paid, man. We had so many people get paid here last week. It was just so inspiring. Like it really was. Like guys, yeah, like guys like Michael and Grateful Trader. By the way, congratulations, $2,200 payout. That's what's up. That's what's up. We had AB Mike taking last couple months payouts on basically every month. Aaron, you guys know, is just a straight savage. It seems like Aaron gets a payout every week. Literally. Oh man, Aaron's on it. He's running. All right, let's see how this candle closed. We got 19 seconds here. Let's see if we actually leave a wick. If not, that's going to be a little troublesome. So let's see what we do. We got 11 seconds, potential fake out. We're going to need a top wick here. So if we can get a nice little top wick, price to move up, and then, you know, start to break through the lows, we should begin to move our way down here. So let's see how we do it. Let's see. I gotta get my live account. So it's back to work on my live account, gang. So I did my 60K withdrawal here. It did get approved, so just amazing. So back to 30K on my live account now. So we gotta keep building here. Let me just set some of this up here. Yeah, I'm gonna have a sell stop here on the break of these previous lows on gold. Let's see if we can get in. Boom. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm in. Stops are going to be kept above the highs here, above these 1 hour highs or whatever. And TP is going to be down here towards like support somewhere. And that'll basically be the trade. Yeah, we'll see if we can get down there. Don't have much of a top wick. We might come up for a little bit of a better top wick, but all in all, looks pretty good. Super important webinar. Yes, very, very important. Yeah, we also got a little 15 celery here as well. Technicals are my second language. Yeah, I get. You could say that. Yeah, you can say that actually. Love technicals. Love technicals. All right, so we'll see how we do. Can we tap into support here and have a nice little trade on our hands? So we'll probably go break even right around, yeah, like 34.11ish, somewhere kind of maybe another little push or two, and we can go break even. 60K, yeah, felt great. Felt good. My biggest withdrawal ever. Yeah. Hello, King Man. What can I do for you, brother? So I'm gonna. You can close half your position here if you like. I'm gonna close half. I'm gonna move my stops to break even, and let's see if we can continue on. Yeah, nice little 16 pips here. So we'll see if we can get down to the major level of support. Should be good to go. Boom, boom. All right, I'm gonna close full on my top step account. I'm gonna lock in about 700. Oh. Go ahead, King Man. I'm gonna move stops into profit here as well, and yeah, that's the trade. Good one. Another 8:30 trade Friday, Friday and Monday. King Man, what the heck? This guy just pops out of nowhere. Okay, good trade. We'll see. I'm actually gonna just move my stop to like actual break even, just see if we could like survive this. But yeah, took partials right around 16 pips around that wick fill, and the rest is whatever. Nah, I actually didn't get it on my live account. I did not, unfortunately. Okay, come on, let's go. It's the $1 Million Monday. It's the $1 Million Mondays. All right, we're back. We're back. Let's see how we do here. Can we continue down? I think we can kind of extend our TPs now. See if we can get like way down in the range here. That'd be awesome. But partials for me have been taken around like 16 pips. Stops are moved to break even, and yeah, we'll see what we could do. He said walk. What up, Cameron? What's good? What's good? Let's see. Bank holidays. Bank holiday in the UK today. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Can we keep moving here, Goldie? Where's the volume? Where's the volume? Without a top wick, I mean, it's got a top wick, you know, so anytime I have a celery play 830, I'm not expecting the craziest top wick on this candle. It probably could have been better, but the break of the previous candle lows was the entry, mainly due to the fact that we also had a 15-minute celery. And you guys heard me from the breakdown, right? Even though things look bullish, I wanted these sells. I want to take sells here, and I want to trade this range a little bit. So I was already geared towards taking sells here today. I was pretty, you know, bearish for NY Open. I seen that we had the closure above. I knew it was most likely going to be a fake out there, especially on the 1 hour, and then that was really, you know, the reason for the trade. Trade setup is 15 celery. Yeah, 15 celery. Hopefully we keep moving. Yeah, hopefully we can keep moving here. Let's see if we can break these lows. George VDM, what do you think, bro? What do you think, bro? Think we could break the lows? Come on, give it to us. Give it to us for George VDM. Can we get some arrows out here? Should we get some arrows? After switching to futures, did you or would you recommend backtesting your playbook again? Nope, not really. Just the same. So even though it's futures, just trade in the same price action. So I just backtest, or forward test, I should say, every day. Am I still in? Gang, can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen here? Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm still in. I hope you guys can see my screen. Yeah, I'm in. Look, everything's right here. Look, floating P&L, all of it. All of it, man. Arrow Sassy, should we bring him out? Yeah, I'd like to see us push through here. If we can get a nice push drop through there, that should begin to push us down. So the 5-minute candle, if we made a top wick there. If we could break the lows, that should give us a nice little push here. The gulag needs eyes and glasses, man. My live account is Forex. Yeah, it's on a Forex account. Yeah, so we did so we're back now, back to 29,000. So it was nice. We almost hit 1,000, but I'll be honest, my ego doesn't care, right? Like, I don't care. I care about the money, right? So as long as I took the money, I'm good. We're back to $29,183.23 after a 60K withdrawal. So yeah, we'll just have to build it back up now, and you know, you do it once, you could do it again. But man, it felt good. It felt good. Biggest withdrawal out of a live account ever For me. I know it's not a big deal. I know guys make like 60 grand in a trade, right? Like some of the guys I even look up to make like 60,000 in a trade, but for me to make like 60,000 in 3 months, just putting in the work on the live account, I mean, it feels good. It feels good. And now I see the possibilities, right? So now I'm like, okay, maybe I could do it again, right? And maybe instead of doing 60, maybe I could do double. Maybe I could do 120 in 3 months, 4 months, So we'll see. All right, we're continuing down here, gang. We've got what do we got here? 25 pips so far. So we're pushing. I think if we get down into support here, I'll probably be good here. 350 plus 115. So yeah, that'll put me right around $600. So yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, I am gonna move my stops now though, and I'm gonna trail them on the 5-minute time frame. So yeah, I don't want to see this 5-minute flip. If it does, and I don't care for it. Okay, cool. So let's see. Soon as you said, if it breaks the lows, it has no chance. Wait, what? Soon as you said, if it breaks the lows, it broke. Oh, yeah, no chance to get in. Yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's why we teach the skill set. That's why we don't call signals. So if you guys are looking for like a signals channel, or if you're thinking the clubhouse is some sort of like a signals channel, you're wildin'. You're wildin'. This is not a signals channel. We want to teach you how to see these moves. So that way, when I say, if I say it too late or if I say it too early, you already know what to do. All right, you already know what to do. You already know how to get your bread, and it's not a big deal. Let's see. Time to enjoy the day. Go get it, Austin. Go get it. Okay, that's it. I'm stopped in profit. So we'll take that. We'll take that. We I think we took about 20 pips. 20 pips in total. Great trade. We fell just a little shy from that support there. Bump, bump, bump. Just a little shy. Just a little shy. What up, TK? There he is. There he is. Already knew? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. That's why we're all focused on teaching one skill. Right? That's it. Teaching one skill. Oh, we got approved for your live account. Let's go. Let's go. How much money are you getting with the live account? The lives? Yeah, I mean, my buddy, one of my friends is on a live now with Top One. And yeah, it's pretty cool. You can take same day payouts and stuff. So just like a normal, live account in a way. All right, perfect. Perfect. So that was clean. Let me get a picture of this here before I forget. Let's mark it up. Mark it up. Not bad for a Monday. What's that? 250 times 5? No, I'm sorry. 250 times 3. So 5, 7, 750. And then XFA did, what did XFA do? 500. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. About 1,200 on the day in a matter of 40 minutes. Not bad. So that's the power of trading, gang. Like that's why I really try and really preach. I know I'd be annoying sometimes, and redundant and repetitive, but that's what it takes. That's what it takes to win. Like imagine if you were undisciplined earlier in the session, right? And you lost 1,000. Now you take that lovely, beautiful, perfect A+ playbook setup and you get back to break even. It's discouraging, it really is. So remember what John tends to say, we make money off the trades that we don't take. So the only reason this trade gets me profits today is because I didn't take a stupid one earlier, right? That put me in the negative or something like that, or on Friday or last week, or blew my account due to, impulse decision making, right? Last week. So you really have to pay attention to when we talk about things like that, right? When we stay out of trades that don't make sense. What did I say? Someone said, why not the buy? I said, yeah, they could work, but I'm certainly not willing to bet my one bullet. I'm not willing to shoot my one shot here or two shots and use that for one of them. You know what I mean? That's just not a great trade there. For this one, absolutely. Fake out. I knew exactly why we would fake out, where we would fake out, and when we would fake out, right? And how the volume would come in and would most likely push us down in terms of probability. So that's a trade I'd rather invest the money on, right? Or at least lose the money on, that actually makes sense to the profitable trading system. Do you have slippage on Forex? Yes, you do. Yeah. Yep. Average time to pay out with instant funded, 92 hours with Top One. If you guys don't have Top One accounts, you can go to Top One Futures. Get they're all 50 or 45% right now. Yeah, they're either 45% off or 50% off all the accounts. Why didn't I use the current 15-minute stop loss? I did. Yeah, I did. Gotta take your little brother to school? Do it. Do it. What a G. What a G. Update the record? All right, we will. We will. Just opened the clubhouse and got a W. What up, 3 Ants? What's good? Not many people making 300, make 360. Wait, wait, what? Oh, okay. Now I see. He was making eggs. So, okay, Ryan said he made $360 making his breakfast today. Gotcha. Yeah, it makes sense. Not many people. Clubhouse grubbing here, though. Okay. Good stuff. 1,400. All right. Beautiful. 283. Nice. Let's get it. Bring in the arrows. I'm behind on the clubhouse. All right, lovely. So we have reached destination, gang. W trade. Now we gotta wait. We gotta wait for the next good trade. Now's a great time to start getting your questions answered. I'll tell you that. Don't look for the next signal. Get your questions answered. That's what I'd be doing. No, I don't use any other copy traders, Brian. Nope. There is one for Forex that we did use a while ago. It was called the Social Trader, I believe. Yeah, Social Trader. What's the catch with Top One's future? You got to read. You got to read the catch. There's a catch to everything. Every funding company. So you got to see what the catch is on that end. The catch is you can't take all the profit. You can only take profit when you get to a certain percentage, and when you get to that percentage, you can't take all of it. They're all like that. You know what I mean? So there's a catch to every single either account or company or whatever it is, so yeah, let's explain the trade here. So let's talk about it. So we have the daily time frame, which was very, very bullish here, right? So we had a very bullish daily candle, but again, one of those candles where if you guys watched the breakdown, you've seen my little bit of hesitation on being bullish, right? Just due to the fact that we moved up quite a bit on Friday. We have all this clean range here, but it's Monday, right? Everyone's looking for a bit of a huge move today. And just due to my experience, remember I said in the breakdown, I said, you know what, chart time is going to pay me around 8:30 today, right? That's kind of what I said, because this right here just looks like we can get a potential flip on the daily and us not go anywhere today, right? Just kind of stay trading within that Monday range, which we've seen over and over, time and time again. So again, experience kind of rolling through here now. The 4-hour chart, we look at the 4-hour and we broke the highs there, but we wanted to pay attention to how we were going to really move about when we got into that area. And that's exactly where price wicked out of, right? So we talked about this area right over here. We talked about every single time candles coming into that range, we tend to move down, and then there's also another area to the left in which we were looking at previous price action there. So just had a really good read and idea that we could start to move back down now on the 4-hour chart. Just go back and watch the breakdown in the beginning of the live stream so you can hear a little bit more about that. The 1 hour now, right? So now you get a 1 hour candle that closes above the range here and literally just smells like a fake out, like just smells like a fake out here, right? You have a 1 hour candle close above, huge candle, super choppy price action to the left. We never broke the highs here. Then we closed below the range, right, on the 30-minute chart here. So this candle here closing back below the zone, giving us a little fake out there. Then you have 830 volume coming in. Not the greatest top wick, but the entry being on the break of the lows makes perfect sense. You also have a 15-minute celery, and you're gearing up for price to come right down into that support level. Entry was taken off the break of the lows here on the 15-minute time frame, and that's it. That's it. Simple work. Simple work. So straight drop. Beautiful playbook setups. Again, fake outs, celery play. So all made total sense. Anyone have questions? Anyone have questions? Because again, experience does come into play. I think it should make sense to you guys. But if you don't, if it doesn't, you have questions, let's chat. Let's chat. Yeah, like a celery play. Yep, 15-minute celery. Having the best month so far. Let's get it. Then base hits, DJ scratches. I'm telling you, man. Everyone's trying to go for the home runs. Everyone's trying to go for the home runs. I actually have a video dropping in the course. How and why base hits win ball games. So we're going to talk about that. I got about 10 videos. Some of them are already done. Some of them I have to finish up probably today and tomorrow. But yeah, so far so good. Celery and inverted celery? Yeah, so celery play is just so if you're looking for sells, right? You're going to just take a normal celery play, right? But let's say that you are looking for, I mean, they're very similar, right? The only thing is like the inverted celery is something where it's more so looking like this, so where it's like bullish, right? So it's kind of still closing bullish, but it makes sense that there's like a rejection out of there, and then you kind of sell off of that. So it's a very, very similar trade. Also, a lot of times too, like the inverted idea would just be like the fact that we, let's say, move up, right? We come down, and again, you still don't have a closure that you're looking for, right? Like a bullish closure, but you have that rejection out. That's like so of a celery, right, would be going with the higher time frame direction, right, which is this one, or I should say going with like the previous candles down. See how this one, the candles are still red. So there's no bullish candle yet, right? Where we should wait on a bullish candle like that before taking a buy. But if there's very high volume in, most likely if you get that rejection out, maybe you don't have a candle closing bullish in your direction yet, which is always nice to have. But you see the exhaustion, you see the small top wick, the very weak body. Typically, once I see that, I'll enter the buys, and that would mainly be like an inverted celery. Yeah, I don't know. They're kind of very similar, but they're different as well, right? Sometimes you just, again, don't get the candle closure that you're looking for, and you got to bank off of the candle that's currently there. And if it looks like that inverted style, then that's where you want to take the trade, right? So let's say we're looking for buys here, right? This here, right? Let's say the candle closed like that. Would that be an inverted celery to you guys? I'll answer no, it wouldn't, right? Why? Because there's still a decent body. There's like a steep top wick. There's a steep bottom wick. The way that it should look is it should look like the candle drove down, could not handle driving down, got pushed back up, and then left like a steep wick to the downside, along with a nice small top wick. So that's your entry right on the break of that high. If the wick is too much like that, I wouldn't take that trade. I would continue to wait for another candle to print, and then maybe that candle will print in my direction, and then I'll go ahead and take that trade. Yeah, so maybe at that point you might range a little bit, right? So like all of a sudden you start ranging on price, and price does something like that, right? Usually that'll start happening when you see candles kind of undecided like that. And then all you do at this point is you just put a resistance here now. And you go, okay, cool. Instead of me trying to get some impulse or on the break of the highs, I'll just wait at this point for a bullish closure above the range, right? Instead of taking the impulse idea, because you never know, right? If you're ranging until you break out. So, maybe just wait at that point, right? And wait for this whole range to kind of do what it needs to do. And then when the closure eventually happens, now you can step in there and go ahead and start taking your buys, right? So it's either you get that nice inverted celery down there, or you have to wait, for either a strong support or a range to finally break. So it's very, very important to know what you're waiting for in the markets, man. Very, very important. Both are similar, just yes. I mean, yeah. So mainly not just the color, but like the greatest closure in your direction. So like let's say you're looking for a strong support here, right? You're trying to find something like a strong support, right, that you can take a buy off of. But you don't get that, and so maybe in this case it's not bearish, but it looks something like this, right? Then that's also, I would say, like a inverted celery as well, to where now you can take the buys there on the break of those highs to continue moving up. Yeah, so the main features of the inverted celery are simple. It's a small body, right? Small top wick on these candles if you're looking for buys, and then steep bottom wicks. They should look like that. I think they call them hammers, inverted hammers. I don't know. Everyone has a name for these candles, so whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's the idea. This is the anatomy of it, right? The anatomy is small body, steep bottom wick, small top wick for buys, right? And then if you're looking for sells, then you just want to see something of the opposite, right? You want to see small body, steep top wick, right? And then a small lower wick, because that means you're rejecting here, and most likely at that point, if you're looking to go down, right, you're going to want to see that rejection. So break of the lows, you're in there. Same thing here. You want to go up, right? You're looking for buys in this scenario, so you want to see the rejection to the downside, not the upside. Let's get it. Good job, DJ Scratchers. For real, man. Amazing. I'm at the point now I could risk whatever and not fear or care. It took me several months to get there. Yeah, so now you guys know how why I always don't care. I don't care if it's a win or if it's a loss, right? As long as it's a playbook setup, we're good to go. See Melly in the house. Congrats, brother. Congrats. See, Melody, I'm over here taking 6K payouts. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, sir. Amazing job. Amazing. So you don't want to compare it to me, right, see, Melly? Because how much longer have I been trading? So he said, I'm out here hype about my 6K, and Nick's taking 60K, right? So, yeah, it's just a little bit more chart time. I'm just a little bit more ahead of you on the road. That's all. Levels, baby. Levels. Peak to peak. What's up, Phil? Berlin in the house. What's good? What you got here, Damien? What you got? Little $924 times 3. That always works on a Monday. That's always good. Let's see. Let me see who we got in the clubhouse. Rafi, what's poppin'? There he is. What up, Scratches? What up, Rob? Good to see you, man. Happy Monday. AJ in the house. What up, AJ? What's up, Ryan? Allison, good to see you. What's up, Alex? The man of the hour. There he is. Congrats on everything, big dog. Way to stick to your word. You know, a lot of guys ask me, "Hey man, how do I get to the next level?" And it's like couple ideas, mainly just one. Stick to your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. What's poppin', Rafi? Alex sticking to
See
his
you,
word,
my brother.
getting it
Happy
done.
Monday.
Happy
How
Monday,
you
my
doing?
man. Excellent, brother. You?
Oh, beautifully, man. How was your weekend?
Very good. Very, very good. I don't really
Yo,
remember it,
congrats
but
on that good one.
first of
It's
many.
sick. Yeah, first of many coming up.
Yes, sir. I told you guys I'm tired of playing at the $1,000 to $2,000 level. Like I've been playing at that so my wins have been 1 to 2,000 for too long, right? So it's time to go to $10,000, $20,000 on these wins and just own it. You know what I mean? Just step into that next level like it's no big deal. Like I've already been there.
That's it, bro. Reticular activating system. Make it happen for you.
Yeah. Yep. It's multiplication time. I think I told you guys about 2 months ago. It's multiplication time. We're done adding and subtracting. It's time to multiply. Am I done? I mean, I'm here. You know, I'm here. So we'll see what happens. You know, you don't know if you're done or not, right? Because you don't know if another trade's gonna come, if it's gonna set up. Right now, there's nothing setting up here, so I'm done for right now. I don't know if I'll be done for the entire session. You know, we still got a lot of time here. Still got all of 9, 9:15, 9:30, so we'll see. Jamil, what's up, AB Mike? Yeah, what'd you do this weekend, Rafi?
And getting ready for this trip. I'm heading out to DR this weekend. I mean, this week.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, we're gonna shut some things down for the next couple of weeks. You know, well-deserved little break.
Awesome.
It's our anniversary wedding.
Oh, nice.
So,
Congrats.
yeah, we're gonna go out there and, you know, check some things out, possible moves. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, so we just got ready for that. Finalize, you know, getting some things ready for the trip and work with some people, and that's it, man. Just planning.
Love it. Love it. Little DR trip.
Yeah. Just planning.
I like it. I like it. This week I'm
Bro,
doing
like
a whole experiment. I'm not bringing my phone out with me at all. At all. So the only way I work on this phone is as if I'm working on this desk. I was listening to an interview by a multi-billionaire. He also was the founder of Telegram, and he talked about this. The guy was like, "Where's your phone, by the way?" Like he's like, I haven't seen your phone one time here, you know? Like he's like, "Oh, I don't have a phone." Like I have a phone, but like he's like, "I haven't used a phone in about 2 years." He's like, "Really? Like what do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "The only time I go on a phone is to check on the updates and upgrades on Telegram. That's it." He's like, "I find the phone just way too distracting." And, you know, in a world where it's just like, obviously social media is going on, like, I don't think there's an issue with it. I just think sometimes we don't leave ourselves enough time to think, right? I mean, the title of the book was called Think and Grow Rich, right? So the Matrix is really trying to get our attention at every single point that they can, right? Where we almost don't even have a moment to think, right? Or 10 minutes, because even, I don't know if any of you guys ever find yourself doing this too, but like I'll be at a restaurant, and I'm a little bit more conscious of this now, so I don't do it as much, but you know, you'd be at a restaurant, your spouse go to the bathroom, you just go right to the phone. Let me just look at my phone now, right? Like no, like how about taking a good look around the restaurant? I love looking at families in the restaurant, you know, eavesdropping a little, hear what they're talking about, versus just doom scrolling, you know what I mean? So we're gonna test it out and run the exercise. We'll just see how we feel, you know, see if we feel a little bit better, a little bit more clear. But yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
all.
No, that's what I'm gonna do.
Getting
Like,
uncomfortable.
yeah, for a long time, you know, it's like you go on a trip, you go and do something, you're always doing something on the side, you know. So
Always.
for me, I'm just gonna bring two books, you know. One of them is gonna be the Bible, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna read that. I'm not gonna take no calls. I'm not gonna take nothing. It's just me, nature.
Chilling. Yeah,
Yeah,
nature. A lot of
yeah,
nature this week.
Yeah. So I'm excited, man. And I don't know if you knew this, but you know the Dominican Republic is the only flag in the world that has a Bible in it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What is it on the flag?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Like,
snap!
you
Let
know,
me
the
take a look.
flag, the logo, it's not a book, it's the Bible. So it's yeah, it's gonna be a good one for me. Just like I'm trying to, you know, obviously, you know, celebrate the wedding, knowing that last year was, you know, we kind of got separated, and you know, God did it for a reason. Now we're gonna go and celebrate our unity and do it in the R,
Let's
bro.
go. I
So
like it. Little
yeah,
little getaway time with the wifey.
yeah,
Always good.
always good.
Yes, consumers. You know, I do a really good job at staying on the creative side of social media. Like I actually don't consume a lot. I do stay on the creative side, but you know, again, a lot is what comparison to who, right? If I went to a monk in India in the Himalayan mountains or something, and I told him, yeah, you know, I only consume on social media maybe like an hour a day. What? An hour a day? Every day? But you know what I mean? So, you know, it's all perspective, right? So to the average person, an hour a day, I think most people spend like 6 hours a day on their phone. If you don't believe me, just swipe right, go over to how much usage you have, and you'll see all the time that you spend. It's actually pretty scary, right? So, yeah, so I have another phone. Obviously, I have two phones. So, you know, it's this phone here doesn't have any social media. I can only create on my other phone. I can't consume anything. And this is literally just like a cell phone. So, just in case like my wife needs me or, you know, whatever. So, just bring that one. I'm also going to vlog everything too. So, I've been vlogging a lot lately. Got a lot of videos coming up here, and so I'll just, you know, film with that if I feel the need to say something or pull out the camera.
Lovely.
He said I spilled my food. Yeah, I do plan on taking a trip out to the Himalayas as well at some point in life. But yeah, I need to go out to the other side of the world, man. I need to get some information that I can't get over here. Wow, what a move down. Lovely, lovely. Yes, well anticipated here. 60 pips almost so far. Clean. This was our original area right there, right? Just money. Money. So we'll see what we do around 34.07. Still in? Let's go. I don't know how I got all tapped out on my other account, but I'm out on Top Step. But good trade here. So we'll see where we go from here now. Basically, we want to see how we're gonna react. You know, if we want to take another trade, we gotta see how we react at 34.07, come like 9:15, 39.06. So
Early.
I'm coming to India.
What do you do this
you.
weekend, Nick?
This weekend, it was pretty rainy. So it rained
really?
like throughout the day. Like it even dropped. Like right now it's only 76 degrees. Yeah, 77 degrees right now. So the weather's starting to kind of drop down a little bit, which is nice. So it rained during the day, most Saturday and Sunday. But Saturday I did go out. We did one of my boys hit me up. He's like, "Yo, you want to do a photo shoot of the Porsche?" I'm like, "All right, let's do it." So we did that.
Nice.
This kid's hilarious. I also met another guy with a GT3 RS, another day trader too. So this guy trades, I think he said options. Yeah, he trades options. But he has a GT3 RS 2016, so got a chance to meet him. Bro, it was so funny. Like, I love this kid. This kid is awesome. I met him at a car event probably like a week after I got the Porsche, and he took some sick pics. He took some cool videos. I think I posted some of them. And he's like 15 years old and absolute G. Has a super dope camera set up. We're taking the pictures, and I'm like, I didn't even know where his car was. So as we're leaving like the original picture site, all of a sudden I see this car pulling up. It's his mom. His mom was a straight G, bro. She was driving him around. She drives him around to do these photo shoots, right? And he probably works with these high-end clients who have Lamborghinis, Porsche GT3, you know, all this stuff. And at one point when we were getting the rollers, my guy had a harness, bro. Strapped himself to his mom's like back seat of his car. It was like a Toyota SUV. Just whips open the trunk and just hanging out the car, bro, getting these shots. I'm like, he's like, all right, mom, just stay right here at 25. Whatever you do, don't slow down. I'm like, and we're on speakerphone and stuff. I'm like, that's
Bro,
absolute
that's like
G.
a movie.
I'm like, hold the wheel, mom, hold the wheel. Yeah, so it was pretty funny. But yeah, just did that, and you know, Sunday yesterday I really just took a lot of time to think, you know, start to plan out the week, plan out some goals, plan on how to take TTE to very next levels, and a lot of good things happening. A lot of really nice moves that we're potentially making behind the scenes that I think everyone's gonna be super pumped up about.
That's amazing, bro. Good productive day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. $1,000 a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. It sure does. It sure does. Come to India and bike the Himalayas, man. It's a dream of mine, so I'll make it happen because I make all my dreams happen. So I'll be there. That kid is the man. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I got him. I got some of that footage on the next one of the next vlogs I got coming up.
Yo, when is the TTE meetup video? Launching?
It's almost done, but it's also got a lot of like the videos that I've already shared in it. So I think I'll probably just edit it a little bit more and try and get some actual footage that you guys haven't seen yet, because it has that, but it also has a mixture of those other reels, and I just didn't really like it. So we got to go dig for a little bit more content. But I got a bunch of other stuff coming out, like of my own, that I've been filming. So it'll probably just get thrown in the mix of everything.
Nice.
The video says Friday because it is Friday. I like just thinking every day is Friday, you know? Feel good Friday today. Happy Friday, everyone. Living the 25 pip lifestyle. It's a good lifestyle, man. It's a good lifestyle. Thanks for the detailed explanations. I'm trying to understand the range 2 cells. Could you offer some insights? Yeah. So obviously range 2, you're going to go against a bias, right? So like if price is ranging and you're just like, let's say you're just stuck in the middle of a range, right? So you got price ranging, and let's just say you have clean traffic to the downside and you also have clean traffic to the upside, right? And you're just in a nasty range at this point. And let's just say that the bias, right, meaning the higher time frames, are bullish in this case. Right, so the higher time frames are bullish in this case, and all of a sudden you get a closure below the range, right? So we don't want to take this trade here because we're going to go against the higher time frame bias. So let's say that the 4-hour candle is looking like this. So basically what happened is this 4-hour candle opened and it's just flipping back and forth now, and that's what's kind of causing that range that we see over here. Let's say on a 15-minute time frame. So it's the 15-minute, this is the 4-hour, right? So it's just ranging, and you really want to see price move up because we have a bullish bias here, right? For price to push off of this previous bullish candle, right? So we want to remain bullish. So as we see that sell start to kind of play out here, we don't want to take that sell, because what we're going to anticipate is the potential fake out, right, for price to start moving back up here on the 4-hour chart and maybe look something like this on the 15-minute. So we want to avoid that. So we're still open to taking sells, but at that point we want to wait for what we call a range 2 sell, and that's pretty much just a breakout and a retest. So We won't get involved on the first breakout because like I just explained, that'll typically be a false breakout. So what you're going to see is you're going to see something more so that does, maybe something like this, right? Where you kind of break, retest, and then we wait for the closure below. And usually this will happen during high volume time, and at that point it's safe to start moving down, right? Because at that point your 4-hour candle, it probably breaks its own low once or twice, fluctuates, and now you're anticipating the the 4-hour candle to reverse like that. So that is that's a little bit about like the range 2 breakout. Now the range 2 breakout and the counter trend trading, like off the target tapped concept, is totally different. Because let's pretend now, right, that another scenario, I'm gonna put you guys on game. All right, so let's say there is no clean traffic to the top side, right? Let's say we've actually reached our destination here. So there's no clean range, right? It's just all just chop here, right? We kind of reached our target, and we would normally use this as like an observation zone, right? We want to see what happens in there. So what'll tend to happen is maybe we won't execute off of this first break. Let me make it this way. So maybe we won't execute off of like the first breakout still, because in a way we are bullish, right? But all we need at that point is one candle, right? One candle that either just closes bullish and creates a new support, so that way we can adjust that support from here to here, and then we just wait for a closure below it. So we talked a lot about this weekend. You wait for a nice clean closure below, and now you don't need that whole break and retest and multiple candles. You just fire away right off of that support, because we're already in a target tapped area now, right? So most likely this is where price going to reject from. So you don't need to wait for the whole full-on range 2 breakout. You just get a nice clean support, and you could even take the celery at that point as well, kind of like we did today. You'll either have like the celery play where you end up closing below the range here, right? And then you just take the sell on the break of the lows, kind of like we did right here, right? Or you wait for the actual closure, and then you take the sell from there. So you may say, Nick, well, which one, right? Which one is it? So it all depends on the volume. If you have volume coming into the market during the open of this candle here, then yeah, you could probably take the sell on the break of the lows like we did on Friday, right? Or like we did today, right? We had 8:30 volume coming in. We didn't need another closure, right? We're gonna take it right there. But let's say this is 9 a.m. this candle here, and this one is 9:30. I'd rather wait for that 9:30 candle. So if it's 8:30 and the candle closes bullish like that, I'm not taking an impulse entry on the break of these lows on this 9 a.m. candle, right? I'm gonna see how that 9 a.m. candle closes. And if that candle closes below, then I'm taking the sells off of the big volume push right here. Does that make sense? This is very, very important. If anyone has questions, let me know. This probably should just be Clubhouse only, but I got y'all today. Feeling good. Feeling good. How do you take partials?
That webinar was fire, bro.
It was real good.
So much value. It's insane.
Literally, time flew, dude.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second, out already. Dang.
Like, what? We were like 12 minutes over when I looked down. I'm like, what? Thought we just got started. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Clean move. We basically hit our full target there. So anyone who's still in, I'd probably close now, right here at 07. After switching to futures, if you see a setup on Forex but not futures, do you take the position? So if I don't have my futures chart up, then, and if I'm just looking at that account, yeah, I'll take it. But usually I have my futures chart up, and I'm only taking trades based off of what I'm seeing here on the futures chart. Any trades yet? Yeah, we took the sell at 8:30. Does it have to be a bullish inverted if you're looking for buys? No. Nope. So like, let's say this candle here closes bearish. It's still good, right? As long as it has a steep wick to the downside, something like that. So I was explaining this earlier. As long as that still has a steep wick to the downside, small body, nice small wick at the top, then you could still take these buys here. The issue is some of y'all think I said you could still take the buys when it looks like this. And that's why you keep getting hit, you know what I mean? Because it's not what we're talking about, right? That's an undecided candle, right? Compared to something like that, this candle clearly decided not to go down, to stay above support and close very weak bearish, right? So you got to really listen to what the candles are trying to share with you. Where's Johnny Gems? Where's Johnny Gemstone?
Is he not here? Let me check.
Do I take trades live? Yeah, brother. We just took this trade live. We took a trade on Friday live, on Thursday live, on Tuesday live, on Monday live, on Friday live. Yeah, we've been taking trades live here for about 3 years now. So welcome in. But a lot of education, a lot of analysis, and a little bit of trades. Because that's all you need is a little bit of trades in life. You don't need a lot of bit of trades. You need a lot of education. You need a lot of chart time, but you don't need a lot of trades to make money. Johnny Gems.
In the house.
How are you? Hey.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Hey, how are you?
What's up?
How was your
How you
weekend?
doing, Johnny?
How you guys doing? What's up, Rafi? What's up, Nick?
How are you?
I'm amazing, bro. Blessed and highly favored.
Nice. Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Likewise.
You got a new haircut? Looks fresh.
Nah. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. It's
Yeah,
nicely
looking
cold
fresh.
today.
Nice
Nice,
and combed.
nice.
He's got it combed up, looking like Wolf of Wall Street out here.
I
Jordan
know.
Belfort.
Gotta get right with it, you know.
Tell me how I'm your killer, your warrior. That doesn't take no for an answer. We gotta watch that movie ASAP.
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
It really is. It really is. Let's see. We got a long message here. Oh, nice. Well, welcome, my friend. Grateful to have you here. Been a part of Raja's community 2 years. Very nice. Yeah, just found us not too long ago. Perfect. Yeah, happy you're enjoying the sessions. Lovely. Awesome. Yeah, just dial it in. Really begin to. The most important thing you can do is start to understand the basics and the foundation of the playbook, right? And if you're coming from any sort of teachings from like Raja or anything, you should be able to catch on fairly quickly. We do things pretty much in the same manner. A couple little different things about me, but other than that, same basics, same foundation. The way you explain your trades is excellent and good to learn. Yes, you're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. All right, we'll see what happens here. Just give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right. Rapid fire Q&A for John, and Rafi.
Sounds good.
Ask them anything. Only answer the craziest questions, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So.
What do you do? What do you do this weekend, Johnny?
This weekend was a pretty chill weekend. Kind of rained a lot. Rained Saturday and Sunday, so kind of just stayed in. Did some work on the desk. Did some trade reviews and had the webinar. So that was pretty much it.
Yeah, bro, that was sick. That webinar was sick.
Yeah, great webinar. Awesome webinar. What about you, man? How was your weekend?
Good, man. Just preparing. Like I was telling Nick earlier, we're heading out to Dominican Republic this week, so. Just getting some things ready and
Awesome.
Just excited, man. Just excited about that.
That's awesome. That sounds fun, bro. Excited for you.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Very excited. What you got going on down there? Anything specific or?
Yeah. So it's our 5-year anniversary. So our first day was in the R anyway.
Wow.
So
really?
that was me flexing a little bit.
Damn, really?
Yeah. We went to Casa de Campo. It's a really nice place out there, and that was basically our first date. And yeah, we have good memories from that first trip, and yeah, so we're just gonna
That's
go
awesome.
out there. Yeah,
Nice, bro. Congrats on that too, by the way.
yeah, thank you,
Yes, sir. DR, man, it's about to be beautiful.
dude. Well, it's like I don't know. I've been looking at the weather. They had a big storm, and I guess it's like rainy season now or something. I don't know.
Got you. Just like
Yeah,
down here.
but the fact that you're gonna be out there for me, man, it's my culture. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's my language, my kind of music, my kind
Sure.
of food.
Oh yeah.
And I know a lot of people down there from baseball. So like I'll see
Yeah.
a couple of people as well, and it'll be good
That's
to
how.
connect.
That's what I was gonna say next. I'm sure you're doing some things down there with baseball.
There's something in the cooking.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, yeah. There's some heavy talks, but this trip won't be about that. But
You're right,
well, we're
right.
gonna we're gonna go back next year again just because of that as well. So
For a different purpose on this trip.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
more
of
about celebrating the
course.
relationship, and for me, connecting deeper with God, man. Like
Yeah.
that's what I want to do for
I love
sure.
that. I
Yeah.
love that, bro. It's the best thing we could do, man. Awesome. When you guys heading out this week?
Thursday.
Bet, bro.
We leave on Thursday. Like we leave here like at 5 a.m. We get in Santo Domingo around 1. And then yeah,
Nice.
bro. Just time to
Enjoy
yeah,
yourselves.
time to enjoy, yeah.
Celebrate life, bro. Together, awesome.
I tell all my clients, like I'll be out of commission for 2 weeks, so just text messages, no calls, nothing.
Yeah.
These guys are just gonna have to send me a message or something. Never done that,
Boss, man.
Like I never turn
Yeah.
it off. So yeah, that'll be good.
Boss stuff right there, bro.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a while, man. Be giving a lot, and
Yeah.
like Nick was saying, there's times where you wanna, truly turn it off and give yourself time to think, meditate on the word, meditate on your successes, and
For sure, man. Definitely, man. That phone could be dangerous, bro, at times, depending how you use
yeah.
it.
All my notifications are off, bro.
Really?
Everything is off. The only notification that I leave on is when I set an alarm. And if price breaks a level or something, that's the only notification that I get. Everything else is off.
Facts, bro. I love that. That's the purpose we should use our phone for, to help us better,
Yeah,
our lives, not to make it worse. But yeah,
yeah,
that's what's
Yeah.
up.
Gotta take a break.
yeah. Got to, man.
But yeah, it's great to hear, man. That's very excited for you on that trip. Should be very fun.
Should be a good
Yeah, it'll
one.
be fun, man.
A little nature trip too. No technology.
2 books, man. Those are the only books that I'm bringing. 2 books.
Love
Bible
it.
being one of them.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let the learning begin. One guy, he would go on think trips. So he would bring like 5 or 10 books and just read. Just go on a trip to just mainly read on some topics that he wanted to lock in on.
Just like that.
It's just
Oh,
crazy, man, because when you actually give yourself the time to actually digest the information, you actually take, the knowledge a lot deeper. Because if you think about it, you read a book and then you read like let's say 2 3 pages, and then you get into your phone and then you go on to life. There's not really that, like when you do a retreat or something, they give you that time, that period of assimilation, like where you actually process the information. And it should be the same for books.
Yeah.
Give your time to truly, sit with
100%.
it.
For
I think
sure,
like
bro.
early on, I
Facts.
kind of moved through books pretty quickly just to get into the habit of reading. But it wasn't until later, like going back and reading those books, like I think it's How to Win Friends and Influence People. It talks about how if you want to get the most out of this book, it might be Think and Grow Rich. It says to double read the chapters. You know, so read the chapter first, like skim through fairly quickly, and then go back and like really read it for a second time. So I started doing things like that, and yeah, maybe I wasn't reading as many books, but I was starting to take the real gems from the book, right? Which is the whole point.
Also for me, I don't read, I study. You know what I'm saying? Like I read a chapter and I highlight things and I put it away and I come back again and I go through the highlighting and then I read the chapter again. Because it's like for me what it does is like, you know, your brain will automatically pick up around 30% of the information that you consume, right? So out of that chapter, you only picked up around 30%, more likely what you highlighted, right? So then when you go again, it's like the things that you didn't get, now you get them.
Yep.
So
Exactly. You're like, and then
know,
you're
it's
like,
like-
yo, is that a new book? It's like, no, you're a new person.
right,
It's like,
exactly.
whoa.
Now you end up highlighting different things, and it's just like, wait a
Yep.
second,
Different takeaways. Yeah.
how did I miss that? Yeah.
So you weren't enlightened enough to catch that on the first run. So like that's why I always go back and reread Think and Grow Rich, go back and reread The Magic of Thinking Big. It's not that the book changed, but I changed, you know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
you receive different information at different levels of consciousness. So, you know, you'll go back and let's say you haven't read The Magic of Thinking Big in 2 years, you go back and reread it now, you start to unpack so many different things because your level of consciousness is way higher at that point, or maybe way lower, you know. But ultimately, it's not. You think someone like rewrote the book? It's like, nah, you just grew a lot since you read it last, and you're starting to pick out things that you didn't see the first time. So, yeah, I always go back and reread the main books. Try and do them like once a year because, you know, you just change so much in 12 months that information can benefit you at a whole nother level as you begin to get more, you know, in a way smarter, right? Or more aware of what's going on.
Bro, one of my mentors, he reads 2 books every 3 months, and he's like, those are my inner checkups. Like those ones pretty much help him to stay in alignment with what he does, right? Obviously, you know, Think and Grow Rich is one, and the other one is the Master Key System. He reads these books every 3 months, and he's been doing it for the last 6 years. Just think about that. I mean, at that point, it's like you read it so many times that, you know, but he just does it every 3 months.
Yeah, nah, it's solid. Was it 9:30?
Yeah.
9:30 time.
Closures, man, over here will be amazing.
Oh yeah.
All right, kids wilding out over here. The kids be wilding, man. Do we take partials on every trade? Pretty much, yeah. And we just try and leave a runner. Yep. Okay, let's see. Get back to some questions.
Nice move up there on Goldie.
Yeah, nice. Did you take it?
Yep.
Johnny Gems. Yeah, kind of like inverted celery there. I have a
30
full-time job. Yeah, 30-minute looked good. 30-minute was good. What time is it? 9:30? Yeah, clean. Want to start trading? You just got to learn how to manage time. So you just got to look at all the hours, right? 24 hours in a day and just manage your time wisely. There's more than enough time to get it all done. Nice. Just closed the profitable buy. Good job. Good job. Nice and clean. 15-minute wasn't the best, but 30-minute looked pretty good here. 17 pips, nice.
1 hour was calling for a fade.
Yep, right at the. That's what I said today. You know, today we're most likely gonna have to trade the range. So we're most likely gonna have to. It's Monday, right? We've been catching on to Mondays a lot these past recent weeks here too, and it's all been range trading, right? So you're either buying from the bottom or selling from the top. So, yeah. Yeah, 15 kept you out. Yeah, that's fine. 15-minute wasn't the greatest, but yeah, 30 looked pretty good. Let's see. Did you take partials, John?
Yes, I did. Right at that resistance.
Right here?
Yep.
All right. I knew it. Yep. So partials taken for John at 19 pips. Nice trade.
Thanks, bro.
34.11.
Thank you.
Yeah, two pretty simple ones today. If you either caught the sells with me or you caught the buys there at 9:30. Both look pretty good. 15 wasn't the best though. Not gonna lie, 15 was low. But you know, higher time frame, stronger the data, especially at 9:30. You don't want to pay too much attention to the 15 when the 30 is setting up nicely.
We already had the big push down, and the higher time frames are still bullish. So.
Yep. Yeah, that 4 hour is still bullish, right? Technically.
Technically, it didn't break. It just respected the low.
Bro, I knew that 4 hour was gonna give a problem. I knew it. Up here.
Yeah.
Just looks.
Why? What were you?
It just.
Looking at? There is.
I mean, look. Yeah, like outside of like us kind of trying to hammer down here. I mean, the daily candle just I could just read the daily candle kind of looking almost not like a fake out, but not moving up here today, because a lot of people are very anxious for buys today because the candle closed above and they think that this whole range is going to get filled today, right? So they're very eager to get into a buys. And it's like, everyone's probably thinking about the longs here today. And then the 4 hour, right? So you kind of like pushing down and you're basically just pulling back. I'm more so seeing this as a trying to get down versus a like a retest to move up. Not until you get above 19, right? Other than that, I think we're going to continue pushing down. And then if you look left, you obviously have push down here, push down, right? Or push down here, push down. So a bunch of the same stuff right in that area. So that's why I was looking for the move. The move back down here on the 4 hour. 1 hour looked good too.
Makes a lot of sense.
Huge engulfing candle, right? Like.
Sorry.
Random engulfing candle, just smelled like a 1 hour fake out, and then the 30 closed below and 15 celery, and then boom.
That 15 celery, bro, is beautiful.
Yeah. London? I don't think so. No trades in London tonight. A little choppy. See all this? This was all London sesh. Chop. What a lovely London session here, eh? Nice little pre-London move. Little inverted celery from the bottom. That was at 2.
That one doesn't have a lower wick.
Yeah, no lower wick though.
No lower wick,
at all. 9:30 volume's the best. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a bank holiday in the UK today. That's right. That's probably why we are. Withdrawal hit yesterday, so that's a nice little peace of mind, because you're always wondering, right, is it gonna come through or whatnot.
What was that, 2 days?
Yeah, it happened Friday, and then did the withdrawal on Friday, and then Sunday it hit my it was ready to move into crypto and whatnot.
Sick.
Yo, my brother, man, congratulations, dude.
Thank you,
freaking
bro.
Sheesh, bro. Seeing your come up and stuff, it's just beautiful, bro. And it's goals, man, straight up. Congratulations, let's get it.
Thank you, bro. Now we're back to 30K.
You're on to bigger now. You're on to bigger things now.
Yeah, back down now. So now we're back at 28,000 here, or 29,000. So I started the account with 30 grand, pumped it all the way to 90,000. I took a $60,000 withdrawal over the weekend, and now we're back to 30. So I wanted to get, I did want to crack the 100K on the live account, but again, like, you know, when that money's in your hand in this business, it's very smart to close your hand and just put it in your pocket.
I'm very happy that's what you did, bro.
Yeah, that's what we decided to do. And now look, now we're back to 30. We took all the profits out, and now we just rebuild it. We do it again.
Yeah, bro, exactly. Just do it all over again.
Rinse and repeat.
At least
Rinse
this
and
time
repeat.
you do it, you're $60,000 more rich, you know.
There you go.
Chat, if you guys were Nick there, what would you guys do? Would you guys take the 60K or keep trading it? I would take the 60K.
All day.
Yeah.
You never know. Trying to get that 100K, I needed 10 more thousand. Trying to get that, I might have lost my 60.
I know. That's happened before, you know, with others.
So we'll take it. If we don't have any clear range below or above and we get a breakout, do we ignore it? Yeah, you don't have to trade. You know, like for instance, like this 1 hour here, like we got a breakout and I just didn't like that. You know, I didn't like the choppiness to the left. So even if it did go up, I wouldn't be mad. You know, like one thing I learned from Raja and then Don also is like you pick where you want to trade. Right, so you pick the ranges in which you want to trade. So if this range here was too choppy, then we wouldn't have traded that range, right? But it was nice and clean on the way down, so that's why we did it. And then we even talked about this move in the breakdown, how we can begin to buy back up, right? Because that push down created the clean range that we were looking for. So like ultimately we were already in the sell. That down cleared that out for us. But if you go back to like this morning's breakdown, you'll hear me mention that we're most likely going to range trade today. And if we can get the move down first, then we can, you know, potentially buy on the way back up, right? So we kind of like anticipated that fake out, candles coming down, and then potentially us, you know, catching more buys from the bottom of the range. So yeah, that's what we were talking about, looking for the sell. So really go back and watch today's breakdown and then go study today's trade so you can see how all this was like anticipated and how we came up with the idea of going short or at least expecting the shorts to play out like that and then potentially going long, right, towards the bottom of the range there. So both opportunities worked out perfect. Look, then that was the trade that John took. Boom. All right, so we got the move down, but if we weren't able to get that move down, we would have been on this buy position like a hawk here, right? So yeah, fortunately we caught the move already, so we didn't necessarily need to jump into those buys. But had we not caught that move, you know, I've been all over that.
You only needed one of those moves. You only needed one of those moves, you know, to be green today or to have a good day.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you guys think you need both the moves or all the moves or every move, and it's just that's what's keeping you unprofitable as a trader, is because you get into the move and then you want another move and another move, and you don't realize that every move is risk, right? Every move you put yourself at risk in the market. So, you know, is there a time and place to trade like multiple trades a day? Of course. But, you know, on a Monday after you secure over, you know, some good money, like there's no need to go back in unless it's like truly there for you. So
right. Agreed, bro.
Yeah, I mean, even most of my trading is like two trades a day max. You know, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 5, 4. But you know, most days is just. By the way, these are all the sessions too. This is like one day counts for London, counts for Asian, London, and New York. So I'm trading 3 sessions and still keeping myself accountable to like 1 to 2 trades a day. And we'll be green today. You know why? Because I'm not giving it back. Exactly. I'm not giving it back today. I already made up my mind. Like that ain't going back.
And you can be green and take a good trade, and that trade loses as well.
Yep.
You know, one good trade is all you need to get a good, you know, good pays worth out of your day. You know, also one good trade a day is all you need really to get rich, right? I mean, like maybe not right now, but one day in your journey, right? Yeah, this one trade may have made you 250 today, but it can make you 25,000, right, in the next couple of years. So I mean, just having that mindset and practicing the habit of practicing one good trade a day and focusing on just that is all you need to make you rich, right? You just grow upon today.
Take the 60, secure. A lot of you guys would have took the 60. Okay, all right.
Yeah, nice,
Lovely.
nice, Jen.
Take the money. You have you have a family. Now the cool part is, here's the coolest part, is I don't even need the 60. So I'm not even going to use it. I'm just going to invest it and make it more money, right? I'm going to probably keep it in Bitcoin for the most part, because I don't even need the 60, right? So it's like, not only does it go from 30 to 60, but now it's about to go from 60 to who knows what, right? As, the crypto continues to, continue to skyrocket and whatnot. I'll, be chilling on that. I probably won't even look at that until maybe another like 2 or 3 years.
Amazing.
Are we trading gold? Yes. Yeah, we're always trading gold.
Imagine not taking profits on themselves, bro. Sheesh. Coming back down to entry now.
Yeah, or maybe I'll take 30,000. Maybe I'll put the 30K back in the bank. Keep the split the other 30 up against multiple cryptos. After joining your live stream, I'm one and done. Don't even care about the money as long as I stick to the rules. Yeah, there you go. And that's profitable trading for yourself. That's what profitable traders tend to do.
Yeah, I matured in my trading when I focused on winning the day, and basing whether I won or lost the day not on my P&L but on my habits and my ability to follow my plan. When I started to do that, that's where maturity started to happen for me.
Yes, sir.
So not caring about whether you're green or red today, but really just solely caring about whether or not you followed your plan or not. Right? Was I disciplined to my plan or not? If I was disciplined to my plan or not, whether I'm red or green in my P&L, man, I'm walking out the door as a W, right? As a winner.
Yep.
And that's because what are we going to do today that's going to lead us to where we want to be tomorrow, right? And by following the plan every day and focusing on just that every day, that's what's going to lead you to your desire, right? Which is consistent profitability. So we should just focus on that, right? Focus on what gets us to the desired result.
Yeah. 3 a.m. Let me see. 3 a.m. Celery play. Wow, they got 1 hour. 1 hour chopped. Let me see. 3 a.m. This one here? No. Because you have a resistance right here. Yes, I wouldn't have touched that. Look at that. Tapped in, though. Tapped in buyers and just melted. So, yeah. So you can't, or at least I can't get in that. The reason I can't get in that is just because if I take an entry here, right, there's a resistance right here. You know what I mean? That can kind of stop that trade from playing out. So I would have to wait at that point. I wouldn't even really like the buys here. I'd rather get them back down somewhere down here. So again, Monday tends to trade within the range here. And so you got to just look for, you don't want to buy at the top of the range, if that makes sense, right? You want to buy towards the bottom of the range, like down here. Or if you're doing anything from the top of the range, you want to sell from the top of the range, kind of like we did here. So yeah, I wouldn't have taken that buy. Boom, boom. Keep trading. Throw it on red. Yeah. Should I just go throw it on red or black? That'd be actually pretty epic.
Do it, bro. Shall we go to the casino today and blow 60K?
Hey.
The trading profits.
Dang.
I'm with it.
That'd be nuts. Oh, SF90 or SVJ? Probably SVJ. I don't know if that's the answer you want to hear, but
That's my dream card. Excuse me, that's my dream card there.
You see, you heard it. It made him emotional. He's like, "That's my dream car right there." That's how you know it's really, his dream car.
I know, bro.
Yeah, I have to go with the SVJ, brother.
Getting emotional in front of 1,000+ people. Let's go.
If you guys are not following TTE/_profits on Instagram, go follow that page. We're going to be clipping up the live streams, dropping all like the gems in, under a minute on that page. So you guys can go follow us there. My page is, let me see if I can bring it up here. TTE Profits. Yeah, go check out that page. That's where we're gonna start posting all of our gems and stuff. And then this is my personal page. If you guys want to follow me here, keep up with what I'm doing. Always got a lot of things going on. So LaFerrari or P1? I'd probably go with the P1. I'll be man, that LaFerrari is no joke. I used to work. Some of you guys know I used to work for Ferrari, and I'd be scared to drive the LaFerrari, man. I wouldn't want to hit a speed bump. I wouldn't want to hit anything. Like, if I had a LaFerrari, man, I would only bring it out if the streets were like very, very clean, or I'd just leave it in my garage.
It's that nice.
It's that nice.
So you wouldn't even want to drive it.
It's the LaFerrari. Ferrari. LaFerrari. Man, the battery on this car cost like probably $20,000. I remember we had the car in for a battery, and this lady, actually it was a lady that drove the car. She owned like a ton of grocery store chains. And she had this car, and the battery was like $20,000 alone. It's wild. There we go, Goldie. 4-hour candle coming back to life here. Wow.
Man, look at how well we respected those previous lows on that 4-hour candle.
I know. You see that? Just got him.
Wicks don't lie.
I like the P1. I've always watched. You guys remember that one dude, Manny Kashabin? I think his name is. Man, he had the P1s back in the day. Those are wow, insane. No phones. No phones.
This is a good lesson, good example on why you should all take profits, right? When you got in those cells, imagine just like holding forever.
Yeah.
Getting stopped out here.
812 or SVJ? I'd still probably go with the SVJ, even though I love the 812. I actually can't really talk too much because I've never drove the SVJ. So the 812 is one of the best cars I've driven, and I don't know. So I really got to drive the SVJ before I can talk. Why buy a car you won't drive? Just so my money doesn't have to be sitting in the bank. Some cars are like you just buy them and you hold your money there. You know what I mean? It's like, you guys remember, whoever seen the movie Blow? You guys remember when they were looking, they couldn't even find a place to store any more of the money, right? So sometimes you got to be like that too with, when you become successful. You can't keep all the money in banks, and you can't keep it all in one stock or one crypto or what, so you got to spread it out a little bit. You got to, in a way, park money places. Some people do it with cars, some people do it with Rolexes, some people do it with real estate, some people do it with econ. You know what I mean? There's so many ways to do it. Do you feel differently now that you're financially secure? I don't know, man, because honestly, I've been financially secure for like probably the last like 4 years. I haven't thought about money, gang, since I had like $100,000 in the bank, and that was a while ago. So, money's like oxygen. Once you have enough of it, you never really think of it anymore, right? But if you don't have any oxygen, what's the only thing you're thinking about? Oxygen, right? You need it. So most people financially are gasping for air, right? So if you have enough air, you just think it's natural. It's just, normal. It's just, we just breathe, right? But if you don't have it, that's where you think about it a lot. So, those days have been long gone for me. So But even when I didn't have money, I didn't care that much about it. I just wanted to become a successful individual. I was totally happy and perfectly optimistic and positive and fine without having, without being financially secure. Because at the end of the day, I also don't find my security in finances. Like, is finances extremely important? Absolutely. It's almost as important as air, right? But it's not everything, so. Great movie, yes. Let's see. SVJ transmission. Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that SVJ is the nicest sounding car I've ever heard in my life. Thing sounds like a jet. Can you make money when you resell a supercar? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I think I bought my car. My car has gone up now. It's actually gone up like $15,000-$20,000. So if I actually wanted to sell it right now, I could probably get like 15-20K on top of what it cost.
That's some good.
You've been talking about this car for way too long. What do you want me to do, man? We're having a little car talk right now. You don't like? Don't listen. Just mute me. I don't know.
My car too.
Mute or ask a good question, right? Ask some good questions about trading, and stop asking questions about cars.
I'd be talking about my car too if I had what Nick had.
Hey, I got a whole bunch of answers on trading, but no one's asking any questions. I find that very interesting. Took $60,000 in payouts this past weekend, and no one's got trading questions. So I find that very, very interesting. I'd be over here with a notepad with questions on it.
Nick, bro, what's an onion? Give us the secret, man.
Oh yes, art as well. Yeah, a lot of people do buy art. Yeah, a lot of people buy art. So that's another way to park your money somewhere. I'm not too informed on the art game. I'll be honest, I have no idea about art, so I couldn't talk about it. Why don't run a business? Yeah, you could run a business. I run a couple businesses. How dare you talk about what you want on your stream, all right? The audacity of me. The nerve.
You know what to say, what not to say, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
If you're coming from Forex, how would you make the transition? Yeah, I mean, it's simple. You know, it's not as complicated as you guys think. Like, lot sizes and contract size are basically the same exact thing. So it's the same thing. There's like almost no difference at all outside of in futures. You don't have any spread. You don't have any like slippage for the most part. But other than that, like the contract sizes and all that, I mean, that's very similar to understand. It's basically like if you open up a 1 GC, it's like opening up just one lot. You know what I mean? Like I still even call them lots from time to time. So nothing really changes at all. You just have to understand one major thing. You have GC, right? And then you have MGC, right? MGC. And then in Forex, you have XAU, right? USD. So USD. So with futures on the GC chart, every one lot or one contract is $10. So you can just call them lots. Don't even worry about the contract. Every one contract or lot on MGC is going to be $1, right? Just the same way as if you were to open up a lot size on XAU USD with Forex, you would put one lot, right? That would equal $10, right? So that would be equal $10. But if you did like a 0.1, that would equal $1 per pip. So same thing. Just take a picture of that right there, and then that's really all the information you need. Yeah. And then obviously as you increase that number, it goes to 2 to 3 to 4 to 2 to 3 to $4. And if you increase this number here, it's going to go from 10 to 20 to 30, right? Same thing here, 10, 20, 30. So it's pretty simple. It's really not that big of a deal or much of a difference.
Bro,
Simple.
Mike has a really fire question here on the YouTube chat. I think that's something that you should probably answer.
Let's see. We'll get.
I can read it if it's easy.
I don't see it.
What do you have to say to the people who think a lot of money can be made from the TTE system because we don't focus on RR? What do you have to say to them?
What do you have to say to people who think a lot of money can't be made? Probably don't say anything to them, brother. We don't have to say anything.
Let them think.
Yeah, just let them do their 2R, 3R, 4R, whatever works. Look, that stuff works too. You know what I mean? So we're never here to say, hey, this is the only system that works and do it our way. We don't care what way you do it. But if you want to do it our way, we're here to help you. We're here to teach you. We're here to show you. We're here to exemplify it. We're here to, go through the nuances and details of it. But if you don't think it could work for you, then, just go do a different system. Or keep holding, right? So just keep holding. When we close, you hold. And then just look at the results. And if you got good, profitable results, keep doing it that way. If you don't, then, maybe change it up a little bit.
Maybe be willing to learn something new.
Be willing to take some advice, put your ego down, learn from another person, who may just be not better than you, but just maybe a little bit further along than you. That's all.
Yeah, it's simple. Just think about it like a haircut. There is not a right way or wrong way to get a haircut. You just simply like a type of haircut. So, it's like, which one do you like? Just go for that.
I like that, yeah.
That's actually great, Rafi.
And am I going to sit here and be like, yo, Rafi, bro, what's up with your haircut, bro? You should be getting a haircut like me. Like, what's up with you? Like what would it's like, ask me, hey, what would you have to say to someone who gets a different haircut than you? I don't know. Wear a hat. I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's whatever. I'll just say, hey, man, nice hair. Awesome. Keep going. You haven't gotten a girl in about 17 years. But, it's whatever. It's whatever. I don't mind.
At least we may all have different haircuts, but at least we all got girls too.
You might want to try a different haircut. You've been striving to have a girlfriend and just hasn't happened yet. So
you might try a wig. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Maybe dye your hair blonde. I don't know.
Hey, look, you can do trading whatever way you want. Just don't lie to yourself, right? Don't sit here and be like, well, I'm a 2R trader and you've never even been profitable. Like, don't lie to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, if something's working, great. If it's not working though, and you want something to work, then you got to make changes. You gotta be willing to change. Got to be willing to listen. Be willing to learn.
Don't lie to that ego.
How to get rid of bad habits? In short term, you got to replace them with good habits, but it's not an easy task. So you got to be really up for it. Can we take a sell if the candle closed below? Yeah, I'd wait for maybe London close now. So you got more volume coming in London close. And again, just trading from the top of the range to the bottom of the range here is pretty much how the day will most likely go.
I'm with Nick though, man. I'm staying green today. I'm green. I'm staying green.
Yeah, we did our job today. We already did our job. Like I already made $1,000+ today, and I did that in 40 minutes. Right? So why do any more work? It's like you do your 8-hour shift and then your boss is like, hey, you want to stick around? And you're like, yeah, sure. No problem. Why not? Of course. Right? Like, no, you don't do that. You're like, definitely. Absolutely not. I'll see you at, what time do we have to be here tomorrow? 8? I'll see you not a minute before, G. Right? So, it's
maybe a minute after.
Maybe a minute after. So, yeah. So when you're green, you're green. There are days where I will go back in, but it's Monday, right? We're up 1,000. Yeah, bro. There's no point in going back in when price is ranging.
If you weren't on the live stream right now, you would be off.
Oh my God, I'd be. How many times do you pay it? Pay what? Pay the fee. You gotta pay the fee.
Chad, no matter what we do in life, we're always gonna have to pay a fee. So you might as well get comfortable with paying fees in life. It's always
That's
gonna be a
facts.
fee to pay.
Always. They don't make them V12s like they used to. I know. Show them the K20 hatch. Yeah, I think I've showed them that hatch before. Yeah, I got to prepare some pictures. Yeah, otherwise I'd have to go digging. What up? Yeah, King
That hatch
Man
is a
was
beauty,
wilding
bro.
out, so I don't know where you were. Well, yeah, he was just sitting here screaming, wilding out. The door was open too. I put that there and I was like halfway open. Hey, can you get
See what's up, chat. What's your proudest moment in your trading journey? Just
Not really.
being disciplined to my plan. When I finish a day and I look at my day, like, yo, John, great
Okay.
job. Habits wise,
Yeah.
you were amazing. You were very good, very disciplined to your plan.
Get like all this.
That's when I'm proud. You know, like, John, way to go, way to be disciplined to your plan all day.
My proudest moment, I don't know. You know, I don't really have one, to be honest. I'm just happy I stuck it with it and stayed disciplined and kept my dream in front of me and, you know, didn't let anybody steal it, didn't let the naysayers get to me. I was sitting here at my house yesterday just a little emotional, like everyone was gone, wife was gone, kids were gone. It was super quiet. And I was just like kind of hanging outside with the garage door open, just looking around and like, damn, you know, just super, super grateful. I actually did grab my vlog camera and started recording a little bit, but yeah, just to have committed to the journey, you know. I think just like even this weekend, looking back and just having a proud moment, a satisfied moment, and just being grateful, you know, being grateful to not quit and have stayed the course.
Yeah, facts, bro. Yeah, I don't. Maybe I shouldn't have said like be proud, because I don't really like to be prideful, but more so just like I'm happy, you know, with my actions. I'm happy at the end of the day when I can be true to my system, right, that I set out beforehand.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy because not a lot of people are going to see your journey, right? So, like, I don't even see your journey, right? Like, for instance, I don't know, let me pick somebody out. Norbin, let's say Norbin. I'm looking at Norbin, Shakes, right? Some of you guys, like, I may not see everything in your story, right? But, like, and that's the thing. No, not everyone's going to see the behind the scenes, right? So you may think that your life is really hard, and you may think that you're the exception, but everyone who's going to strive and do something great is going to go through temporary defeat. They're going to go through failure. They're going to question whether or not they should keep going. They're going to question or not whether what they're doing is going to work, right? And, you know, have that like uncertainty for the future. But you just have to keep pushing, right? Like me and John were talking about the other day. It's like people who don't go through this experience, they only see what's on the back end of that, which is the money, the lifestyle, the enjoyment, right? Things like that. And then all of a sudden they want you to do stuff for them. But it's like, dude, while you were hanging out playing video games, going to the club, going to the bar, gang, I was crying in my car, wondering, is this ever going to work? Is what I'm doing ever going to go towards something in the future, right? And you can find yourself being extremely discouraged in some of these times in your journey. You can find yourself wanting to quit over and over, working really hard and not seeing any results, gang. Like there was a point where I literally grinded my face off for like 5 years straight with zero results, you know. And while everyone was having a good time, again, I was sitting there crying, bro, like in my car, just again, like hoping that one day things would work out. So I think just the proudest part of my life, in a way, if there is any, is just the fact that we didn't grow weary in well-doing, that we just continue to stay faithful and, you know, apply the pressure every single day, even when there was no hope, right, at all. The only hope I had was a vision in my own mind that no one but me could see, right? So, you know, you have to really, really get stern on where it is you want to go, who you want to become, and then just start to align your day-to-day habits, thoughts, and words with that individual, with that future. And just give yourself time to grow, so that way you can look back on the journey and say, hey, you know what, I'm glad I never quit. I'm glad I never got going when things got tough, and I just stayed steady, because those tough times, there's a lot of value in the valleys, and they build character, and you really see what you're made of, and only the men or women with a backbone, meaning only the men or women with the ability to stand for something that they believe in, will be rewarded with success. So if you got a dream and you believe in it, it doesn't matter if no one else on this planet believes in it. All you have to do is believe in you and your vision, and just take the necessary actions day in and day out, so you can look back and be like, you know what, I'm proud that I never gave up. So yes, and your wife will be proud, and your kids will be proud, and the most important person that will be proud, gang, is you, right? Because you'll look yourself in the eye every morning and you'll say, good morning, winner. I love you. I'm proud of you. Let's see where we can go today. And now my goals have changed a lot. My goals, I haven't had a job since 2018, 2019. My wife hasn't had a job. We've been financially independent for the last 5 or 6 years. And we've got bigger goals now, right? We want to see how many more people can we bring on? How many more people can we instill this philosophy in? How many more mom and dads can we help get home to be with their kids, right? To enjoy the freedom that we have, because gang, we've been so blessed. I'll be the first to admit I've been extremely blessed in life. And I want you guys to feel that too, right? So that's why we try and not to hold back here, not to gatekeep any information, but to share the philosophies that have helped us, and helped us not only become financially free, but to become mentally free and spiritually free, and to understand who we are and have peace and whatnot. And that stuff at times is going to be worth way more than money. So, we're just trying to help here, and hopefully, and it seems like it's working. A lot of people are starting to catch on to the philosophy. So we're seeing a lot of other mom and dads get free now, and it's just a beautiful thing. So, we've got huge goals. We've got huge goals.
Yes, sir, bro.
And you're a part of them. So I know you won't hear it a lot, and I know I'm just some random guy on the internet, but we truly believe in you. We would not be here. The only reason I believe in you is because you're here every day, and you're showing up, and you're hungry, and you ask questions, and we see the same names all the time, right? So we believe in you, right? And again, I don't want that to seem like some internet guys talking, because it's not that. It's if you got a dream, I know you can win. And it's just a matter of giving yourself time to grow, and giving yourself time to fail forward. Did my wife trust me? Yeah, she did. I'm very grateful that my wife was with me and believed in me, and she was my cheerleader the entire time, and she still is. And it's a blessing to have someone that can support you like that, and that you can want to fight for. So, but if you don't have a spouse, it's not a big deal either. You fight for you. You fight for your freedom, and you fight for your future and your future family.
Run your race, gang. That's it. We all have a different race to run.
Yep. One person's breakdown.
That,
yeah. He said my eyes are watering up. Yeah, I talked about it on Friday or something, or whatever it was, but I had that picture of my wife and daughter, when it was just them two, and I was getting okay at trading, but not the best. And I had that picture, and I would say to myself, look, all the dumb decisions, any dumb decision you make is going to move the lifestyle that they deserve back. And that really started to get me disciplined. It wasn't the money, it wasn't the watches, heck, it wasn't even the payouts, gang. The payouts were always available, right? It wasn't until I got locked in on why I truly wanted to do it, and then that was going to be enough to keep me away from doing stupid things, right? So having a goal, let's say, for a $10,000 payout wasn't as important as my wife and daughter living the life that they deserve. So when you're only focused on the payout, you're like, oh, let me take this trade. I know it's not that great, but maybe it gets me closer to my payout. And you take it, and then you blow your account or you mess up. But when you have a goal like, I want to get my wife, I want to make sure my wife is free. I want to make sure my daughter's free. Every decision I make either gets me closer to that or further away. Now you start looking at these positions a little bit differently. Like, I don't know if I want that one. I think there might be a better one available if I wait a little bit longer. So you got to really find out what it is you truly want, and then hold yourself accountable, and just know every decision is going to either get you closer or further away from what it is that you truly want. You're crying. yeah, for real. By the way, the process is the best part about it. So again, everyone wants to rush the process, but looking back, it's the coolest part about it. The progressive realization,
Yes,
right?
Sir. Yes, sir. But yo, it's crazy. Like, people will wait for people think like, all right, I have to wait to be happy until I have my outcome, you know, or they think like life's just gonna be like so much, or it's like perfect once that outcome's achieved.
Mm-hmm.
But what they really need to fall in love is with what they got now, right? They need to find happiness in what they got now, not in the outcome, not in the desired outcome they're looking for, but in what they got now. And instead of looking at the outcome, fall in love with the feelings, right, of becoming better, becoming more out of yourself, you know, like the process, right? Falling in love with the process and the feeling you get from progressing, and finding happiness in what you got in now, and giving it time for that desired outcome to come about, you know. I think that's going to be much better than, you know, anticipating life to be perfect once that outcome happens, you know.
Yeah, you shouldn't need money. So money doesn't dictate my feelings. It doesn't dictate my emotions anymore. You should never allow money to do that. Money's an incredible servant, but a terrible master. Let me say that again. Money is a incredible servant, but a terrible master. Terrible master. So you can't let money master your life. So that's why, you know, I said earlier about how I didn't really need the finances to feel good, right? Like, and I knew that early on, and that's why I would always say to my wife, I'd always look over, I'd say, babe, I know we're going to be rich. I know we're going to be wealthy. I know we're going to have more money than we even know what to do with at some point down the road, but I just want to let you know, none of that will make me more happier than I am right now. None of that will satisfy my heart, right? And my internals like they are right now. So you don't have to count on money to get that. And again, when you get the money, you're just going to realize, okay, I got some more money now, but you're going to look back and be like, whoa, look who I became in the process. Look at what I've experienced in the process of going after this and developing myself and developing my income and whatnot. And I love what Jim Rohn says. He said, oh, everyone should shoot to set a goal to be a millionaire, not because of what they'll make, but because of who they'll become, right? And it's a beautiful thing when you start becoming, you know, the best version of yourself in the process. Activation fees, yeah, you got to pay them. So you pay them when you activate an account. So anytime you activate an account, you pay an activation fee. I hope the process knows that. That's the thing. The process knows more than we do. It knows more than we do, gang. Let's say this is the dirt, right? And let's say you plant a little seed in the dirt, right? Here you are, get your little watering can, like getting some water on it. Do you have to tell that seed what it needs to do? Do you have to hope that that seed knows what to do? Do you have to give it any sort of instruction? No, you don't. The seed knows exactly what it needs to do, right? Once it's in there, it knows that if it needs to start growing down, it needs to start personally developing itself. It doesn't need you to tell it that. It already knows it's the process of growth. It has to grow down. It has to grow its root structure, right? So that way it can absorb the water that comes in. Same thing in your life. You have to personally grow and develop this. The seed in you knows exactly what to do. You don't have to force it so much, right? To where this root system, right, develops its foundation. So when it finally starts making the big money, finally starts growing out of the the ground, it's strong, right? And as the money flows in, I mean, as the trees start to blossom, right, that will ultimately keep this tree grounded, right? So any winds that blow, any storms that come will not knock this tree down, because this tree is strong rooted, right? Where it will not shake. It's built its foundation, right? So that's what you have to do in your life. You have to build your foundation, right? Make sure that you're doing all that on the front end, so that way when the money comes, you're not a one-hit wonder. You're not just, okay, you're successful and then you're not, right? We're talking about long term. We're talking about building the future. The future.
Some of you guys just want 8 figures of capital. What the process wants to do is make you an 8-figure trader, pretty much.
Exactly. And look, if you don't grow that root structure, if you don't build your foundation, if you just come here for signals and you just try and get rich quick, then guess what's going to happen on the first storm that comes through in your life? Guess what's going to happen? Oh, that tree's going down, baby. That tree's going down. So you can't cheat the system. You can't cheat the game. You can't shortcut the shortcut, right? Because the next storm that comes in your life will tell us exactly how well you've built your foundation, right? And we're talking about the foundation of your mind. We're talking about the foundation of your thought process, your heart, right? These are the things that are going to keep you steadfast. These are the things that are going to keep you strong during any season, any weather. So it's very, very important. But again, you don't need to know or hope that it's going to work, right? The farmer, going back to that real quick, the farmer doesn't need to hope. He doesn't need to work on. All he has to do is keep this environment good for growth. So he has to keep this soil fertile. He has to water it. He has to make sure it's getting sunlight. He has to make sure he takes care of the environment. And that's what you have to do. You don't have to worry about it. All you have to do is take care of the environment. What's the environment? That mind. You got to keep that mind fertile, right? You got to read good books. You got to hang around good people. You got to listen to good audios. You got to develop the right habits. You got to learn how to raise your frequency. You got to learn how to think better, become more spirit man than physical man, right? And that's how you keep your foundation, your mind right. So that way that seed can grow and do wonders for you. So quick little commercial there for you guys.
Take this talk serious, man. Like, this is, you don't listen to this, man. Like, things are not gonna change.
You won't hear this either.
You know?
Yeah, you're not going to hear this on most other trading stations or channels or anything like that either. Most other trading channels, they would have left y'all at 8:30, right after this move happened. All right, y'all have a great day, right? Do the least amount as possible.
True.
But I don't care about that, because I'm not necessarily here for me. I'm here in a way for you, right? Bible says, to whom much has been given, much is required, right? So I have a mission. I have a assignment to now impact and inspire and develop the next set of leaders, the next set of 8-figure traders, right? So I'm not just here for the trading. I'm not just here, to provide a signal. I want to change your entire life if you want to do it too, right? But I can't want it more than you. So what's the game plan? The game plan is it's 10:20. I'm probably getting the heck up out of here.
The game plan is to go enjoy the day now.
The game plan is to enjoy your day. Yeah, if you took profits here today, whether it was on the sells or on the buys, I mean, the game plan is to, get off of this desk so you can go focus on being the best you.
Yes, sir.
The concept I mentioned earlier about target tapped, I would just say go back to that part. Yeah, because it's all recorded. So just go back to that part of the stream.
With a short answer, I would just say the concept is based on, being more aggressive with the counter trend trade, right? Because that target is being tapped.
Yeah.
It's really what the concept is based on.
Yeah, just go back and watch it. It'll be a good... I took my time to explain it earlier, so I think it's a good explanation, and it's recorded. So, just skim back in the stream a little bit.
I guess that's the game plan for some of you.
Yeah, there you go.
Plan.
Study the...
there you go. Take the notes.
Yeah.
The webinar, this weekend's past webinar, by the way, in the clubhouse should be up at some point this morning. If it's not up already, so I'm not too sure if TK popped it up there yet. He might have done it while we were on the stream here. So by the way, so a couple things here. So YouTube, don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me, because I got good news and bad news. Good news and bad. Well, it's all good news. It's all good news. So
It's all good news.
first and foremost, the Playbook 3.0 will be dropping this week inside the clubhouse only. But we will be doing a webinar on YouTube explaining everything you need to know. And that webinar is going to be taking place in September. It should be, I think we're going to do it around September. I forgot which weekend it was. September, I think it's either got to be the 13th or the 20th. I'll keep you posted on an exact date, but we're going to go through a lot, gang. Trust me, like, this is going to be a phenomenal webinar where you're going to get your questions answered. We'll run like a 3-hour webinar. I'll do 2 hours of just straight teaching, and then maybe Rafi can join us. Maybe we'll see if I can talk to his people, and maybe his people will get back to my people, and maybe we can set that up. But
Give him a call.
definitely a good amount of time technicals, and then we're gonna open up the last hour for a big Q&A. So I promise you guys, we will deliver really good on this. But the Playbook 3.0 is going to go in the clubhouse. I'm going to be gearing a lot of stuff. We got another 10 more videos going up in the course now in the clubhouse. So yeah, but anyway, the webinar is going to be sick, and that's going to be mid-September. We are beginning to prepare for it now, so it's going to be absolutely incredible.
Is that 1 day webinar?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a 1-day webinar. It's going to be about a 3-hour webinar, so it's going to be awesome.
That'll be on the weekend.
I hope he's sick.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect. Damn, Clubhouse YouTube, we lit. Snap.
Yeah, we're lit. We're lit all around. Trust me, we're lit all around. Everyone's gonna be chilling. Trust me.
You said good news and bad news, man? That was all good news.
That was all good news, yeah. I mean, bad news if you ain't in the clubhouse, but what do you want me to tell you, G? Pay the fee, get in the clubhouse, change your life.
Honestly, if you ain't in the clubhouse, there's always going to be some bad news,
Like Energy said, get in, loser. No, I'm just kidding. Energy, that ain't right. You wrong for that. You wrong for that one, Energy.
God, don't let Energy call you a loser. Come on.
Oh, man.
Funny.
You gonna let a girl talk to you like that? Dang, that's messed up. Oh,
He was
man.
bossing you around, man. Snap.
It reminds me of the Trump meme. It's like, get in, losers. We're going to make America great again. Remember that one? I just picture Energy in there. Oh, man. Did I trade it all today? I did. I took the sells here. Sells at 8:30. Those are my moves. And, yeah, that was it. Closed about 20, I think it was 26 pips full or something like that. Closed partials and then closed the rest at some point. Some people say that crypto trading is gambling. Do I agree? I think all trading is gambling unless you actually have a system. Most traders don't even have a system. They think they do, but they're really just gambling. So unless you're trading extremely patient, disciplined, only taking positions that line up with a profitable system, then you're gambling.
To keep it simple, right? We like to say this: trading edge equals owner of the casino. Trading no edge equals player at the casino. So don't get it twisted.
There you go. Say that again. So say that again real quick.
Say it again. Trading edge equals owner of the casino. Trading no edge equals player at the casino.
There you go.
One of them.
That's why you want to be in the clubhouse, man. Like, that's right there.
Who do you want to be?
Right there.
Who do you want to be?
Owner of the player, bro. Well,
when we talk about who wins the most, let's talk about it. Owner wins 80% of the time. Player wins 20% of the time, if that. So you tell me how you want your trading career to go. So, with edge, without edge.
better.
W
peace out,
energy. All right, John's out. Mic drop. When can we expect a discount in the clubhouse? Legit, never. Never. The clubhouse should be like $1,500 a month right now, and it's only $150. So there will never, ever be a discount in the clubhouse.
It's actually an insult.
That's an insult
question.
to the clubhouse, honestly.
You get coupons every week, though.
Yeah.
There's coupons right here.
Yeah.
Gang, for
every
$150 a
day.
week, most of these communities, you got this one like dweeb just sending like a signal over to you and saying, "Hey guys, buy team now." You can't even understand them for the most part. And it's like, what? Wait, I just paid $150 for that, and all of a sudden the trades are all crappy. You know what I mean? So for $150, we'll come in, change your life, help you become a better trader, help you think more positive, develop better habits, develop better actions, thought process. I mean, you name it. I mean, legit, this should be like $1,500 a month right now.
Dude, for real. At least $500.
Yeah, at least
I've never
five.
seen
At
anything
least
like this
five.
on my come up. Yeah.
Nah, don't worry. There's no need for an apology. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, we're just trolling.
No, I'm not even trolling. I'm just saying like that there would never be a discount because it's already like so discounted. It's not even funny.
Yeah. Well, I said it was an insult question, but I was trolling on that one.
We're trolling. We're trolling that he's trolling, and then we'll just troll.
But Rafi's right though. You can get a discount. You have an opportunity to get a discount every single day by just coming on this free live stream.
True,
That's your
Rafi.
opportunity to get the discount.
Rafi's a smart guy, man. He catches on to a lot of things. A lot of things. So
We
we
just observe.
we
just
gave a
observe and
discount
take
today.
notes.
Yeah, we gave you guys a coupon today. We gave you guys this sell 26 pips at 8:30. Some of y'all made like $1,000. You know what I mean? Just take 150, come into the clubhouse, change your life.
That's the other thing. A coupon, you can make the clubhouse. You can make the worth of a clubhouse in a year. If you can catch a
Yeah.
coupon. So.
Oh, here's a good question. If you increase, or it should say when you increase the clubhouse membership, do the current members have to pay a higher rate? Never. Never, ever, ever, ever. As long as you have your membership, you just get grandfathered in. Come bully the markets with us. You guys see the logo? Time to eat logo? Come on, guys. Look what I had in my mind. This is what I had in mind when we were building this. Look at we got the bull and the bear in a chokehold, gang. The whole idea of this thing was bullying the markets, you know what I mean, and just getting really good so we can legit just look at these two, bull and bear, and just be like, yeah, what's popping, you know, I own you.
Yeah. Look at that big smile on his face.
Look at the smile. Look at all the money it brings, you know. But again, you can't do
Consistent
this by being inconsistent, right, in your process. You can't make that happen. We talked about this in the webinar over the weekend, and it's almost as if like if you can really stay disciplined and stay consistent with one system, then what'll happen is it's like being 10 years old. That's the way I explained it, right? And you getting to a boxing match with another 10-year-old, right? Okay, maybe they'll beat you up. Actually, you know what? Let's pretend he's 12 and you're 10, right? He'll probably beat you up the first couple times, right, and whatnot. But look, as you get older, imagine if this 12-year-old stayed the same age. And all of a sudden now you're like 18 and this guy's 12. Who do you think's going to win that boxing fight, right? So my point of saying this is the markets never grow. They never change, right? They have their little tweaks and adjustments season by season, but that's nothing that you can't catch on to, right? But when you're disciplined and you're consistent with one approach, with one way of taking money from the markets don't change, gang. You just get better at seeing what it does. So it becomes an unfair fight at a later point in time where now you're laughing all the way to the bank because it's like you're getting into the market and it's like an 18-year-old fighting a 12-year-old, right? And look, you still have to be calculated. Obviously, you see how we trade, but don't you notice that the markets do the same thing every day? We just get better at catching on to it and collecting the data. And you may say, well, I haven't done that yet. And I'm probably going to say, well, that's because over the past 2 years, you went from this system to that system to that system to that system, and now you're over here. So guess what? All of them work. Guess who doesn't work? You. Right? So you have to start picking one of these and say, okay, that's it. I'm going to pick one and I'm going to stick to it. Because now if you can stick to that system for 2 to 3 years, you now have this advantage on the market, gang, where you have seen the same thing with the same approach throughout the same lens for 2 to 3 years. The market's going to do the same thing. You're just going to get better and catch on to it. But when you hop from system to system, to stream, and you may be watching someone else's stream along with mine, not even thinking that that's hurting you. It's hurting you way more than you think. It's hurting you much more than you think, right? Because no matter what, people are going to have different opinions, and you can't have multiple opinions here. You have to have one system, right? One approach, one take in order to get the results that are consistent like that. So where someone may spend like 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say someone here, they're 5 years into their trading journey. Guess what? They really aren't even 1 year in. Because if you spent a year here and then you switched it because you didn't like the results, and now a year here and a year here, you have no years in. You just have 1 year. You're still in your first year. It's not till you spend time somewhere, like, and stay there, that you start building up the years, right? So that's why you see a lot of people who've been trading for 6, 7 years and have no results. Right? I've had guys that come into the elite program. They've been trading for 10 years, no results. How are they trading for 10 years with no results? And I started getting results in my 4th year. How is that? Right? And then I asked them these questions, and this is what they say. Well, I went from this guy and that strategy and this one and blah, blah, blah. Right? So really, whatever happened in the past happened, right? Focus on one system moving forward in your trading career. Commit to the 2 to 5 year plan like we talk about, and watch how the results just completely shift. It'll be like day and night, not only in your results, but just in your confidence in what you know, right? Like the reason I put trades on and right away when I see them is because I've seen them thousands of times, that I know what to expect, right? Not on that specific trade, but taking that trade multiple times, I know what outcome to expect. But if you're stream hopping and strategy hopping, you have no idea what's going on. You don't even know what to expect at the end of every month. Notice how my results tend to be the same every single month, right? I want you to just look at this, just the image of it, right? I bet you they almost look exactly the same month after month. Ready? August, July, a lot of green, couple red. June, right? A lot of green, couple red. Usually good for like 4 or 5 red days a month. May is just unrealistic, so you can't look at that. April, right? A bunch of red, 3, 4, 5. A bunch of green, 3 or 4, reds. March. I mean, gang, is this not what you're after? Is this not everything that you're looking for when it comes to your trading career? So why not just follow the duplicatable process, right? Why try and continue to do things your way, right? If your way isn't working, don't you want some consistency, some expectations that you could say, hey, honey, I've put together a pretty good trading business. I know what to expect. I think now's a good time that you can walk away from your full-time job, or we don't have to put the kids in daycare anymore, or whatever it is, whatever your goal is, you know what to expect because you'll follow a system. So if you're not following a system and you're just doing random stuff because you want to make money, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. And it would be a sin for me not to tell that to you, right? For you to just walk around expecting to win without doing what the winners do. That was a mouthful. It's Monday. We're just heating up. On the week.
We call that Monday mind priming.
There you go. The Monday millionaire morning.
I think I'm ready for the week now, boys. Snap.
Bro.
Let's get
You
it.
you better be taking notes, man, because this is worth it. Worth a lot. I'm gonna tell you that. Nick, how much have you invested to get some of what you've gotten here?
A lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of money, a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. You got to be all in.
There you go, gang.
You got to be all in.
There you go, gang. And you get it all in one place. Just think about that for a second.
Many years. I've had to travel very far for some of this stuff. A lot of time. Oh, yeah, and by the way, if you join the clubhouse, please keep your strategy outside of it. We don't want to know about it. You'll only confuse the people in the clubhouse because you're confused yourself, right? So imagine being confused and then just trying to teach people how to be confused like you. So, and this goes for other people in the clubhouse too. Don't fall for that. Like if you ever, clubhouse is getting a little bit more popular now, attracting a little bit more people, right? And they're going to want to tend to bring their system in or something. And yeah, it's just, don't even try it, right? If it's not working for you, don't bring it in there. None of us are going to care about it. We're all locked in. We're all looking to run this exact system right here. And that's what we teach in the clubhouse, right? It's one thing to have your own system. It's another thing to try and share it, right? So it's cool if you want to come in for the philosophy and the thought process and trade your system, but you know, don't share it too much with other people because you're going to confuse them. All right. So just a little commercial there.
Run your race, gang. Focus on your race.
Yep. Bank holiday in the UK always calls for a millionaire mindset conversation then. Let's see.
That's the day.
Yeah, that might be the day. That might be the day.
That's the day, bro.
Inverted celery? Nah. Nope. Don't do it. You can't sell.
The wick's too steep.
You can't sell above 14, by the way. All right, you need a closure below 14.
And that wick is way too steep on that 30-minute. That bottom wick, way too steep.
Yeah, this one here. Yeah.
Needs to be shorter.
If you guys can, give the stream a like here for me today. If you're not subbed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And if you're not following me on Instagram, come on over. Come on over.
You guys need more of Nick, man. So subscribe to his life.
I like it. Yeah, by the way, I love you guys that don't trade my system. You just you agree with the philosophy, right? And that's a W in itself.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think we're calling it a day. What do you guys think? 10:30? 10:40? Yeah.
Sounds good.
Go for a walk.
I think that's a wrap.
Get it. Awesome.
Yeah. Don't forget to follow this other channel here as well, gang. TTE Profits. This one right here. I'm going to be posting a lot on this channel. I've already posted quite a bit, so go here. This is where all the gems that we kind of talk about on this live stream are going to be clipped up. Some of them are trades, some of them are just gems, but be sure to keep up with my trading right here on this channel, TTE_profits. All right, I think that'll do it on the day. Johnny Gems, Rafi, you guys are amazing. Appreciate you guys being here and all the insight that you give us on a day-to-day basis, boys.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you for having me, my brother.
Yes, sir.
My
yes, sir.
A blessing.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, gang. Bags are full. It's time to go. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope and pray that this live stream here today has impacted you, inspired you, or at least taught you something in some way, shape, or form. And if you've enjoyed, come back tomorrow, and we'll get to do it all over again. All right. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. All right.
Thanks, fam.
Peace, G's. We gone. Later, G's. I'm out.
I keep my top down. Live on my head cause I can't wear the crown too low. Never gon' bow down. Everybody out there running games so they pass on me. Treat 'em like a op. Bow. When I came up, they were whooping but we still on a leash. People gon' talk down. They gon' low cause I still serve the most high. No, I won't stop now. When I throw signs up, it's not what they said, dog. Know that for H-Town. Roll with a warrant, try not to get caught, but I'm fly. Still put the top down. Love for the father, make kiss for the fans, yeah. Can't switch on y'all now. Only sinners walk with grace. Pack your bags, follow me home. Pray my seeds, turn out winners. Keeping that lead when I'm long gone. All of my fears can't hold me back. Let go of those who did me wrong. All of my fears won't hold me back. What don't kill me made me strong. Victory lap. We on attack. Ain't looking back.
Dancing outside like I'm sleeping in a bando. Bible on me, I've been feeling like Rambo. Devil trying to hide, he ain't wearing no camo. Killing myself, God took it out the plan though. Still on fire for the Lord, where the fan go? Heard them talking stupid, they cut it just like a Van Gogh. I'm sitting glad, let me cut the thing real low. I be looking up high when I feel low. And we still outside with the kinfolk. I was scraping both sides to the rim, bro. I was walking through church with the trench coat. Sending my 10% through Venmo. Lord said he'd be back, hit a memo. That's a cross round my neck, not a crystal. There's a Bible on me, not a pistol. You don't even know what I've been through. All these sinners walk with grace. Pack your bags, follow me home. Write my sins, turn out winners. Keeping that lead when I'm long gone. All of my fears can't hold me back. Let go of those who did me wrong. All of my fears won't hold me back. Cause what don't kill me made me strong. Victory lap. We on attack. Ain't looking back. A2000 EST. OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' ride forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom while you simping, for real. Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision and you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rigo. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different, same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turner signal on, so they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and then you hear that click. Click, 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 click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Ayy, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Ayy, we saving souls on the campus. Ayy, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Ayy, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just tryna see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. Is back to the... Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.